Exploration begins. Find yourself within. Take up your blade. Let the fears within fade. Stories are told as the die roll. Don't be afraid. Make your destiny will find you and me. Friends at your side, may the group with pride. Try as you might, you now live to fight. Monster nor foe can fill you with woe. Enemies in sight, it's time to roll dice. Roll for initiative. Check, please.
Welcome to Check, Please. All right, so last time you guys were inside this ancient set temple that was called the Larder, this place where he supposedly stored a vast amount of divine energy that he kept after his battle with all of the other primal gods. You found this place because you located one Dr. Ada Syad, a archaeologist. Good God, the word just deleted itself from my brain.
808!
Yeah, right?
Or grave robber.
Yeah, so you met Dr. Ada Syad, an archaeologist who specialized in ruins that date back to the ancient Sejun period. And you found this place, and now you're currently exploring it. Ada is back from the party, reading some scrolls, and the rest of you have moved forward after running into a mystical barrier that you cannot get past. So you went down a different hallway, and that is where we have left off.
Yeah.
Petravian, did you get it?
No. Petravian's just looking around. It's as if he went straight into the walls. Huh.
Alright, so are we good to continue?
Yeah.
Like, what do we do?
Yeah, I peek around the corner, see what's happening.
Cool.
Oh, that's right, we have a party token.
Yep, we have a party token now. So, you are in this dreary, empty room. There doesn't appear to be a whole lot in here aside from some inscriptions on the floor that just look decorative in nature.
Oh.
There is a passageway going to the north.
Should we keep going?
Oh yeah, it probably went that way.
Alright.
Can I do a perception check? I want to see if I can notice any weird walls. Like secret passageways.
Yeah, go ahead. Sure. Go ahead and make a perception check.
You got it.
And Vera's making her way towards the other
Or is
hallway.
this following you?
And that is a 21.
Okay. Petra, you look around the room and you don't notice any secret doors or anything indicative of that.
Okay.
There is some dust on the ground, and you see that there appears to be something that has moved through that dust that has gone through the passageway to the north.
Ah, okay. Cool.
Alright, we'll keep going.
All right. So you head up to the north, and what you find is as you exit this room to the north, it makes a 90-degree turn to the left and is a long hallway. It goes about 25 feet, and then there is a door to the right at the end of that hallway. At the end of the hallway, you also can see the strange splotches of blood that appear to be dried on the ground, on the stone floor.
Do we want to sneak? Are we sneaky?
I can try.
Petra gestures to this.
Yeah, we see it.
Let's at least try.
And so we're going to kind of
Okay.
softly try to approach.
Yeah, give me some stealth checks then, please.
Oh, this should be
Can
good.
do.
That's a 35 for Vera.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Oh.
So close.
Oh.
So very close.
That's a -5.
Ooh,
That is a 26,
Nice
nat
job.
20 from Kurla.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Dirty 20 from Lovette.
I don't think I've ever gotten a roll that low. Ever.
Yeah, that -5 might be the worst I've seen, maybe ever, in this campaign.
Kurla has just sort of slipped into hyper-focus mode and is really paranoid about their surroundings. So they're taking very, very quiet steps.
All right.
You
So,
stealth.
could I get a
Yes.
stealth check from Riz, please?
Yep, that is 18 for stealth.
So, as you guys travel down that hallway, Petravian is kind of still looking for hidden doors and other hidden secret things. and isn't really paying too much attention to his footfalls and is going to kind of trip up under his own feet and kind of do that sort of hop on one leg shuffle step to regain his balance.
Aw.
And in doing so, he's going to like clatter his armor pretty loudly.
I feel like we all just stop and stare at Petravian for like a second.
And it's not even any vocal thing, just quiet stare.
Bro.
Make a perception check, please.
Ooh, no.
Everyone.
So 29 for Risen.
24 for Vera.
And 16 for Petravian.
20 for Lovette.
And 31 for Kurla.
Excellent. So in that case, Kurla is the only one to successfully hear this.
Oh,
And that is that you can hear the sound of what sound like snakes coiling in the next room.
Did anyone else hear that?
Hear what?
Yeah.
Petravian, will you stand still for just a minute and stop whatever it is that you're doing with your armor there? Everyone just stay quiet for a minute. I could have sworn I heard snakes.
Well, we're in a snake temple, so...
Right, but a lot of snakes. Like loud snakes and coming up from right where we're heading.
Alright. Petravian, be on guard and be ready to hit anything in front of you. Are you ready?
Petravian nods.
I'd also like to check for any traps.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good idea. Because this place infested, bro. I will roll for that, too. 28 for Risen. For that.
That's a 32 from Vera.
Damn, girl, you fine!
Okay. Actually, neither of you notice any traps in this hallway.
Good.
Can I use my last tremor sense to see how many snakes are in the next room?
Yes.
Wonderful.
And
Nice,
so that's
nice.
your last one for the day?
That is my last one for the day.
Alrighty.
Utilize that. 1 second. And Earth Sense.
And that's a 60-foot radius, right?
Correct.
Okay, cool. Alright, so in that case, you plant your feet and you reach out with your extrasensory perception here and you feel the ground and feel everything connected to it around you.
Mm-hmm.
And what you're able to feel is that there are 5 snake creatures to the north, and there are 2 enormous snakes to the west.
Oh, shit. Am I able to tell approximate positioning? Because 5 to the north could be 2 here, that kind of stuff. Or are they all
there's-
kind of clumped in one spot?
It's hard to tell exactly, but there appear to be maybe spaced out over 2 rooms.
Okay.
And then the two massive snakes are probably together.
From this direction? From the
Yeah,
west direction?
off,
Okay.
Off to the west of you currently, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, Petravian opens his eyes and says, well, there are snake soldiers around this corner. There are more snake soldiers around probably the next corner, but those aren't the ones I'm worried about.
When you say snake soldiers, do you mean snakes that are soldiers or like some snake people that aren't?
Huh.
Oh, do you mean serpentes?
Yes, the Serpente soldiers. The ones that we've been fighting thus far.
Oh, okay. Same old, same old.
like those things.
But
The zombies,
Yeah,
woo!
those are a little different.
there's 2 very large snakes. And Petravian kind of puts his arm up and says that-ish direction. Much larger than what these guys can... what I feel from these Serpente soldiers, the mummies.
Right, which ones are we going to encounter first, do you think? Which ones seemed closer?
Oh, the Serpentes mummies.
Alright, and you said there are how many of them?
From what I could feel, 5, but
5
2...
all at once.
No. Well, they'll... 2 in, like, the next room, and I think 3 in the next room after that.
And then 2 bloody great big snakes.
Yes.
Alright, well, at least we know what we're up against.
Yum, yum, yum.
Kurla is going to kind of look from person to person, just kind of assessing in a kind of very clinical style how everyone is doing health-wise. Right, is everyone up for this? Does anyone need any, healing or buffs, that kind of thing? Not buffs, sorry,
Wait,
let me do that again. Anyone need any healing or anything, or are we actually going to go into this and get this done?
We always get things done. We're good.
Alright.
Yes? Everyone good?
Petravian, I see him just like bleeding a little bit.
I will use a lay on hands of myself.
Now's really not the time for that.
There's always time for that. Petravian heals himself for
Alright.
23 points.
Nice.
All right, 23 HP returned.
Nice.
Not bad, not bad.
All right, so we're going to walk up more in this hall, I assume.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
when you see a door?
Yeah, when you get to the end of the hallway, you find a door. It is made of stone, and it is closed.
Petravian.
Is there... Are there any gaps in this stone?
Not exactly. I mean, there's a hinge that's made of metal, but you think that you could push it open. It doesn't look like it's locked either, so you could probably push it open, and it would just kind of be heavy to move.
Petravian, I need you to inch this open and then close it. Can you do that for me?
I think I could do that.
Great.
Do you need a strength check?
No.
So while Petravian is doing that, I'm going to start casting a spell,
Okay.
Ooh.
and I cast Summon Nature's Ally 5.
Ooh.
Okay. And
Maybe I should
what are
know
you going
that.
to be pulling out?
That's going to be a army ant swarm.
Okay.
If I recall, that's 3d6.
Yeah, let me check the combat on this guy. Yeah, 3d6. That is correct.
And what I'm trying to do is I'm basically just shoving the swarm through this, and then we're closing it.
Okay. Cool. You stealthy motherfucker.
Okay. And what's the orders of the swarm? What are you telling it to do?
Attack anything in the room.
Attack anything in the room. Cool. Okay. In that case, Petravian, you push the door open, and I'm going to go ahead and open the door there so you can see inside. What you see is a room that has a lot of blood splattered on the west side out of this channel of what looks to be like sacrificial blood that's still flowing somehow. There is a collection of urns and vases to the north, and to the east you can see a few more urns as well as some small coffers, like these little like not quite sarcophagus, but a little bit smaller, like basically a stone chest. A line of those to the east, and in the room you can see 3 Serpentes mummies that look rather upset that you're here. Now, as soon as that door opens, Vera throws out that summon swarm. And do you want to explain what that looks like when you summon it?
Yeah, so while this is preparing, Vera's arms are starting to like swirl into this black hue until they finally burst out from the pores that are in the chitin with these just army ants.
Nasty.
And it just kind of floods in through the crack that's in the door.
Gotcha. Okay. So they flood into the room, and then Petravian yanks the door closed.
And then we
Close
listen.
it.
So
Just as soon
you
as it's
close-
out of Vera.
and,
So
and
you
I'll
close the door.
and I'll grab as well onto this metal handle of
to hold
Petravian.
Mhm. So the two of you try to brace the door closed, and on the other side you can hear this sort of hissing, whispered voice, and there's the sound of, well, army ants chewing on something. There are so many of them doing it that it's actually audible.
Riz folds their ears in to cover them.
Let me know if you want me to make any rolls, or if you want to do the rolls.
Say what?
Do you want to do the rolls for these ones? Just since we
yeah,
can't
I was
see.
just going to do the rolls real quick
Yeah.
and just abbreviate this because the way this is going to work is kind of interesting.
And also, I would like them to use their cling. They're going to cling as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's horrifying. Ugh.
I just keep hearing dice roll. Oh boy.
Oh, I'm just reminded of Kingdom of the Crystal Skull with the ant swarm. Ugh. That's one of my personal kind of, not phobias, but... ugh.
Oh, ants are fucked up, man.
Yeah.
They're
You should
scary.
be scared of them.
So 14 rounds pass, and it is silent in the room to the north.
Alright, we ready?
Is it dead?
On 3?
Get the crossbow.
Riz has
ready.
magic going, ready to go. Little glitter hands.
3, 2, 1,
20.
go!
What?
And we
All
open
right,
the door.
You push the door open and move into the room, and what you see is the,
Yes.
you see the last vestiges of the army ant swarm dissipate into smoke and disappear. In the room are 3 picked clean Serpentes mummies.
Oh shit.
Nice
That's
fucking
what
work,
I call
yo.
tactics, Vera.
Oh, that was great. When did you realize that?
I've been working at it for a while. kind of hurts a bit more than the other ones, but
Yeah,
It
don't
hurts
be
you.
afraid to hold back if you want to bust that out again.
I'm like wiping the hemolymph that's on my arms off.
That goes through your body?
Oh, yeah. It's all natural.
Yeah, but you said it hurts.
Well, yeah, but look what it does.
I mean, do you not worry about your own self-preservation over that?
It'll be fine. It's gonna just heal over. It's good.
And Riz has, like, the grandmother effect right now where they're like, stop hurting
stop
yourself.
touching me. I'm fine. This is what I wanted.
So, do we search the room
Yeah,
real
we're
quick
gonna-
before we leave?
Yeah.
Sure, let's do that.
Yeah, go ahead and make some perception checks, and I'll tell you what you find.
31 for Riz.
So 26 for Vera.
18 for Petravian.
That is a 29 from Kurla.
Excellent.
And a 16 from Lovette.
Okay, so you guys search the room, and aside from a bunch of broken urns, you see that the parchment in here is actually blank. So these actually aren't even really like writings that are worth anything. Now there are those stone coffers, and as you open them up, they're full of strangely mundane things. Like, it looks like at one time this might have been grain of some sort, but time has rendered it into dust. So you think that this could have been some sort of ceremonial storage of offerings, basically. Like this, you think this is maybe where offerings were stored. So you see various wheats and grains.
You said the ants had picked over the bodies, so I
Yes.
assume there's nothing there to loot.
There is just a lot of bones
Awesome.
currently.
Do you think we can sell the bones?
Wow, someone.
Well, each one does have kopeshes, so you can find 4 on each one. So there's 12,
What the fuck is a
non-magical
kopesh?
It's a type of sword.
It's a kind of sword.
Curved sword.
Cool.
Let's
Yeah,
take it. We can
swords.
sell it for money. I take everything for money. Let's go.
Yeah, so once we're done, and then there's also this blood stream, I assume, in the left-hand side.
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
There's a stream of blood on the left-hand side of the room that is slowly flowing to the north.
Is there like a hole or something it's going into?
Yeah, it comes out of a crack in the floor, and it goes into a crack in the floor on the north side of the room.
Gotcha.
It's like a very tiny channel. You're not sure how deep it is because it's blood and you can't really see through it, but you imagine it's not very deep.
All right.
Do you want to put your hand in it?
No one wants to put their hand in it.
Okay, me as a person does, but not me as a player.
Why would you as a person want to do that?
That's the same thing.
That's the same thing.
You are the player.
Screwy just likes the thought of the feeling of blood running between his fingers.
Yeah, it's a lot of really thick,
Jesus
warm blood.
Christ.
He just wants that feet sensation.
I'm really concerned, buddy.
Yo, it's all cool until you feel like a clump, and then you're like, ugh! Look at this!
It's a clot. Oh.
I deal with that often.
You pull your hand out, and there's like hair attached to your hand.
Oh, hair's way worse. Hair's way worse than blood.
You reach in there and you pull your hand out, and there's like a tooth on it now.
Oh.
I can deal with teeth.
Alright, so I'm going to put my ear up to this door.
Okay.
What do I hear? This is going to be a nat 2038.
What the fuck are you doing?
Nice.
That's amazing.
All right. You put your ear to the door, and you can hear whispered voice in the next room. It's speaking in essentially an ancient language that you are not familiar with.
Well, there's definitely someone in here. Should we 1, 2, 3 it?
Sure, Petravian first, and have him bash them up with his elbows or some shit.
Petravian adjusts and says, "Let's go."
Charge, baby.
I'm going to put my entire weight into this door to open this up for Petravian.
Ah, nice,
Alrighty.
nice.
Cool. All right. In that case, you lean into it, you move forward, and I'm going to go ahead and pause it there and deploy you guys into the room. Petra, as you burst into the room, you can see a single Serpentes mummy that is standing in the far end of the room. It's gesturing at the air and speaking in some strange ancient language.
Oh.
As you burst into the room, the 4 sarcophagi on the right side of the room are going to slide open,
Oh shit.
and 4 additional Serpentes mummies are going to roll themselves out of their eternal slumber.
Oh fuck.
And you have yourself a little fight here. So I'm going to go ahead and roll some initiatives.
Yum, yum, yum. Question. Did I hear what they were saying?
Make a perception check.
I would love to.
Fuck me.
34.
All right. Yeah, Riz, you can hear it. The Serpentes Mummy was saying, "Rise, brothers and sisters, we are under attack."
Oh, shit. Well, they know we're here. Shocker.
Oh, you don't say.
Yeah, and I'm last in.
Dead last.
Whoopsie poodles.
I'd
All
love
right.
to know why every time I roll last. But I guess that's the trade-off of getting so many nat 20s.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was gonna say.
Cool. Well, these guys are a little bit basic on their abilities. So this first Serpentes Mummy is going to look down at Petra across this room and hawk up an acid loogie and fire that at Petra.
Okay.
Your AC is 25.
Yep.
You're also flat-footed currently.
Yep.
That is going to strike. Do you have a DR versus acid? I think
Yep.
you do.
Of 5.
Yep. Okay. So it
Nice.
hawks a loogie and basically spits acid at you across the room. It splashes you, but actually does significantly less damage than it should. So you are only struck for 7
Oh, that's not bad.
from that. Okay. Next mummy is up. It is going to move forward at you and attack with a Kopesh. It is going to strike you for 11 points of damage and 3 points of negative energy damage. So as it swings this Kopesh, you can see these tendrils of black energy swirling around the blade, and it cuts into you and bites extra hard. You're struck for 14 points of damage.
Ouch.
You're
All right,
fine.
next mummy is up. It's going to move up 30 feet, and it's going to spit acid at Petra. Another hit. This one
Jesus.
strikes for 4 damage, because again, you're DR versus acid.
Excuse me. Sorry. I couldn't hold it in.
It's okay. All right, that takes us to Riz.
Alright, so there's 5 of them in here?
Yeah.
Alright, I would like to use 1 Va and cast Ball of Lightning so that I have 5 balls and put 1 on each one. Shut up, Kyle!
I was gonna say, how do you walk?
It! Oh my god! Really?
Listen, that's a lot of torsion, okay?
Oh my god! You're a bitch. You're a bitch, you're a bitch, you're a bitch.
And a boss.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to say that the torsion is going to be a significant hazard.
What is a torsion?
It's when they twirl and
when they
Oh.
twist
it's
around
bad.
each other.
Lose them.
They can strangulate each other. Yeah.
I mean, do you really want balls anyways?
I mean, they are gross. So.
Yeah, like...
Well, that's
if
how
you
you
can
get
lose them, like,
testosterone.
why not?
Fuck testosterone.
Seriously.
Hey! Yeah.
It makes me very emotional.
All right. So go ahead and you did get that cast. Excellent. All right. In that case, this is going to be a DC 21.
Oh, 1 more level, and I don't need to use Vaz anymore to get all 5. Isn't that great?
Mm-hmm.
See, I'd say yes if I understood. I would be like, yeah!
Extra points mean more damage in other areas.
Oh, nice.
The other areas being their balls.
Kyle, I'm going to take your nipple and twist it so hard it won't exist anymore.
That sounds upsetting.
Oh, wow. So you throw down 5 balls of lightning.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to have these guys make some saves.
Yum, yum, yum.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So they do
So
good
it's-
again.
DC 21, we have fail, pass, critical fail.
Ooh,
Yes.
What do the critical
Nice.
fails mean? What do the critical fails mean?
In this case, no. They just
Oh,
But
you got me excited, you skank.
but it was really good. You did a good
Yeah.
job.
You did a good thing.
Wait, no, it's just Beardy rolling back. That's not me.
I mean, you still cast the spell. Like, you can't take credit for some part of it.
Anyways, I'm glad 3 of them got hurt at least.
Would you like to go ahead and roll some damage for me?
I would love to. How many rolls do you need?
Yeah, it's 3d6 points of electricity damage. So 3d6, and I'll apply it.
14.
Nice.
That's not the worst.
Very good. 644. That's an excellent roll.
Yeah. That's pretty
Yeah.
decent.
Okay.
I'll chop them up one way or another slowly but surely.
Okay. So you strike them with those ball lightnings, and that will take us on to Vera.
All right. First of all, how big is this ball lightning?
It is a 5x5 little ball.
Yeah.
Is it covering
it-
all of the Serpentes mummy?
It's covering the same square that it's in, yes.
Okay, so I can't put a swarm on there without it getting damaged?
Yeah, if you put a swarm on there, it would take damage, yeah.
Alright, in that case, Vera's going to kind of scoot through past Petravian and is going to lay into this mummy with a full attack with her scythe.
Nice.
Alright, go for it.
Alright.
Let's
Here we
go,
go.
girls.
Alright, that's a 33 and a 25.
Hot damn, girl.
Awesome. Okay. So the 33 is going to hit. The 25 is not.
What?
Uh,
What did you just say?
Oh, shit.
So you're going to strike for 15 points of damage against that Serpentes mummy.
Wow.
All right. That
Nice
takes
job,
us to the
Vera.
next one.
Yeah.
It's going to move down 25 feet and spit acid at Petravian. And that might actually miss.
Yay!
Yep, that's actually going to miss. Okay.
Huzzah!
Next Serpentes mummy is going to move down as well and spit at Vera. Ooh, shit. Okay, that one is going to hit. Vera, you were struck for 9 points of acid damage.
Get that shit out of here.
All right, that's going to take us to Kurla.
All right, Kurla is going to steel themselves. They are going to raise both hands, flip off the Serpentes mummies, although it's not actually what they're doing because they're going to poke their two middle fingers together, and cast Blessing of Fervor as
Nice.
energy emanates from the point at which the two tips of their middle fingers are touching. This white energy will encapsulate everyone as they cast Blessing of Fervor, which
nice.
gives you all a nice array of options.
Nice, 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 nice.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
And that will be Kurla's turn.
All right, go ahead and activate your buffs, and we will move on to Lovette.
Then I'm going to just cast Slow again. I'm going to drop that in the middle of the room as I pull out my pocket watch and
All right.
turn the handle, the hand,
The hands of time.
something like
Kinda.
that.
Okay. So that is a 25, 25, a 21,
Mhm.
and a 23.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
So they are... they all save the spell.
But what I expected.
I can't use all those points for that. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Yes, mummies are immune to technology.
Mm-hmm. I forgot. I should
Technology's
have.
greatest enemy.
Brandon
Mummy.
Fraser taught me this, and I'd forgotten.
Shame on you.
All right. Well, I don't really think that I'm in better position moving anywhere, so I'm just gonna have my turn.
All right, Petravian.
Cool. Petravian's just going to wipes all the acid out of his face and does a full round action against the Serpentes to his right. Blessing of Fervor.
And,
Nice on.
Which Blessing of Fervor would you like to activate?
Let me get the extra attack.
Okay, so go ahead and submit a full attack, and then submit a single attack after that.
You got it.
Let's go, girls.
Kick some ass, Petra.
Come on, boy. Get those nat 20s in there.
Oh, now I'm all... that's a 29, a 21, and a 26.
Okay, and shoot one more out, please.
You got it. And a 28.
Nice. Okay, so that is going to be a hit, a miss, a hit, and
Yes.
a hit.
26.
Okay, 26 is the AC, kids.
Yo.
Let's do this.
As if, okay, now I can roll 26s.
Yeah, now you got it.
Woo!
All
That's a
right.
high AC.
Hey, now we know, and knowing is half the battle.
Mm-hmm.
The other
The other
is
half is
weapons.
killing people.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not people if they're already dead.
Bloodshed is the other half.
Alrighty. So you strike, and as you're hitting this, Life's Charge is glowing and doing that extra positive damage versus evil.
Mm-hmm.
So you're doing quite a bit more damage than the physicality of the weapon would normally do in this case.
Glorious.
So you're chunking off pieces of flesh and bone as you're striking. All right, that's going to take us here to the Serpentes' turn. This first one's going to move down 25 feet and shoot some acid spit at Petravian. That is going to strike for 3 points of damage. All right, next Serpentes mummy is going to 5-foot step to get out from under that ball of blue energy, and is going to full attack with these kopeshes.
Oh, shit. That's going to be rough.
So that is 1, 2, 3,
That's a
4,
lot.
5. That is 6 attacks that these things get, and that is a hit, miss, hit, miss, hit, hit. So Petravian, you take 13, 14,
Ay.
16, and 17.
Oh my god.
So it starts chunking you down with these kopeshes, that are sort of imbued with the negative energy that's animating these creatures. All right, next Serpente's Mummy's up. It's going to move down 20 feet to get closer to you, and it is going to make an acid spit at Vera. That is going to strike Vera for 12 points of acid damage and move us along to Riz.
Alright, I will use my movement to move as many as I can onto the Serpentes again.
Okay.
I think
and they
the
can
farthest
move up to
one.
30.
20.
Okay.
20 feet.
They can move 20 feet? Okay.
Yeah,
One
20
moment.
feet each.
Okay.
I just think the very last one won't be able to reach the topmost.
Gotcha. So you can hit 4 of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna miss the one at the very north end of the room, but you can hit
Alright.
everyone else.
Roll that
Okay.
DC, bro.
So that is a DC
21.
21 reflex. One moment.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
All right. 21 is going to be pass, fail, fail, pass.
Okay.
All right. So 2 hits.
10 damage.
All right. So 10 damage to you and 10 damage to you.
I thought you were telling me I got hurt. I was like, excuse me.
No, you're fine. Okay, you zap those guys. That's your move action.
That's my
and
move
what's
action.
your standard?
For now, I would like to use Runic Guide and blast the one past Petravian. And I'm going to use Precise Shot to hit that as well.
Okay. Yeah, precise shot's passive. You're fine. Okay.
And
And
full
yeah,
attack
you're within
for
point
that.
blank range as well. So if you have a point blank checkbox, you can
Do
check
I
it.
have point blank?
If you have precise shot, you do.
Oh. Then I think it's only point blank that I have. I keep mixing those two up.
Oh
My
yeah,
bad.
okay, you don't have precise shot yet. So yeah, you go ahead and activate point blank.
So that's a 27 and a 30 to hit.
Damn.
Okay,
nice.
yeah, both of those are gonna hit.
Alright, 18
So that
and
is-
17 damage.
18 damage and 17 damage with Runic Guide. So you start lancing off shots on this thing as the divine energy you fire from this staff are blasting away pieces of its flesh and bone.
Thanks, Mellifera. Let's do this.
All right, that's going to take us to Vera.
All right. Vera, seeing Petravian just getting laid on, puts her scythe in between the two of them, the Petravian and this mummy, and basically just pulls it so that it catches the mummy and is just going to ring a full attack out of it,
Okay.
hopefully making it focus more on her if it doesn't die.
Gotcha.
It's like, no, you talk to me, bitch.
All right. It's going to be a 26 and a 27, as well as a single sting, which is a 20. It doesn't hit.
Nice.
Okay. But the two Mellifera Sting empowered shots are going to work, so that's going to be 17 damage and 18 damage.
Nice.
Sorry, 16 damage.
16, yeah.
Nice job.
Ooh.
Ow.
Boom. All right, the creature's still standing, but it looks
Ugh.
really wobbly. All right, more Serpente's mummies are up. This one's going to move down 15 feet
Run as
To
you
n-
might, you can't avoid them.
to get up to Vera and slash with a Kopesh, which is going to critical.
Oh no!
course.
I heard
Oh
it too.
no!
Yum, 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 yum.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
So that is going to strike Vera for 34 points of damage. I'm going to pull a card. All right. So you are struck for 34 points of damage, and you are also hit with a bleed for 3 more damage. So you have 3 ongoing damage next turn.
Damn.
As this Kopesh opens up an artery on you.
It's fine. Kurla, heal us. We're
Yeah, I mean, the ongoing damage will go away as soon as you get any healing.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is its turn. That's going to move on to the next Serpente's mummy. It's going to 5-foot step to the southwest and acid spit at Vera. And it's going to miss. Kurla.
Okay, I am currently behind Riz and Lovette, and we're in quite a tight corridor. Am I able to run past them to get up
Yeah.
to
Oh, yeah.
Petra and Vera?
Yeah.
Okay. Then, for my move action, I will immediately, having seen Petravian taking all that abuse and then Vera getting pretty messed up there as well, Kurla will rush up that 5, 10, 15 feet to the north, up through the corridor to get in behind Petra and Vera. And they are going to smack their hands together, rub them very, very hard as white energy pours out from between them, and then they will place both hands on Petra. They're going to cast Cure Critical Wounds, but they are going to use their Combat Healer ability to cast that as a swift action, if I may, please.
Awesome.
Lovely. So there's the Combat Healer burned, and now my Cure Critical Wound. Cast that to heal for 27.
Awesome. And that was against Petravian, correct?
That was against Petravian, so that's gonna drop my... I'll remove another one from my 4th level spells. But since I cast it as a swift action, I should still be able to channel.
That's correct.
Oh, I love that.
Now I will channel energy. Kurla's eyes will go blazing white, and they will channel healing energy into each and every one of you for 15.
Woo. Excellent.
Also,
All right.
Beardy, my
Yes.
AC is 29 right now.
29. Okay. Let me make sure that...
Because Malefer's boon.
All right.
And that will be Kurla's turn.
Sweet. Alrighty. That's going to take us to Lovette.
Try slowing them again, but it's kind of a waste if it doesn't work. Alright, I'm going to go one more go. I'm going to cast slow one more time because it will really fuck them up if it works.
Awesome.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it will. It's like, how many attacks do they normally get?
Yeah,
6.
exactly.
How many are they going to get with slow?
One.
Okay. Alright, so that's going to hit all but one of them.
Mhm.
So they're going to get that DC 18 will save.
These things are agile as fuck, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Mhm.
20,
What's a will save?
18, 21, 18.
Okay. That's what I
Every
thought.
one of them saves.
Ugh.
Oh well.
Yep, they are dex-based characters, so they're... Or not just that, but they have really high will saves as well.
And I'm charisma based, and my charisma is honestly pretty weak for my level at this point. So my saves aren't very
Alrighty.
strong.
And then you've got a move action yet if you want to use it.
I see no reason to move from where I'm at. I will end my turn.
Alright, that'll take us back to Petra.
Yup. And full attack with life's charge. 25, 29, 28, and
Okay.
let me get that extra one. 41.
Holy shit. What the fuck?
Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh
Alright, so that
God.
is 3 hits out of the 4. So that's going to be 15, 12, and 10, plus the 4, 5, and 12 from the positive damage. So after your second shot, this thing actually breaks in half, and your final hit just smashes it to bits.
Nice. Good job, Petravian.
One down.
4 to go.
Takes us to round 3. The next Serpentes mummy is going to move down into melee and take a slash at Petravian and strike for 17 points of damage. Moves us on to the next Serpentes, who's going to 5-foot step down and make a full attack. And
Oh,
that
that's
is
a lot.
a hit, miss, hit, miss, hit, hit. Okay. So that is 20 damage,
And I'm down.
Hit, miss.
18,
Oh.
20, and 11.
You're down,
Holy
down?
shit.
Petravian is at 3 hit
Yeah,
points.
you're not down. What are you talking about?
Oh shit. Okay. Fudge.
Alright.
You're the
Ruse.
goddamn tank. You shouldn't. Okay, I'm gonna move again. All those little spiky
Okay.
bits to everyone. They can't run
and now-
forever.
That's true. And now that there's one fewer target, I don't think they can double up.
I
So
don't
that-
think they can either.
But you will be able to hit them all at least. So
Yeah.
I will go ahead and make that save. Let me just move all these first. Okay. And we'll make them do a will save here. Or sorry, reflex save rather.
No, Will. God, I don't want Will.
The reflex is better than their will.
Really? They're doing
Yeah.
shit compared to like.
I-
Right? What? What?
They just I've been rolling reasonably well against the slows for some reason. And look, I've been revealing them for a reason. I'm not fudging these rolls.
Oh, I believe you.
All right.
That's why we figured the will was so strong.
No,
This
their
one.
reflex
I
is
was
actually
gonna
better than their will.
say.
Okay, so that is a pass, fail, fail, pass.
Okay, so that
This
is
is DC
11
21,
damage. DC 21, correct.
Yeah, okay. So because the DC is so much higher on that than slow
Mhm.
as well, that makes a difference.
11
Anyways.
damage.
Fail, fail, pass. Okay, 11 damage.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so the two in the middle take 11 each, and that will move us on to your standard action.
All right, I'm gonna use the runic guide to blast the one that's farthest away and not really in combat yet.
Yeah, the only one you can hit without a penalty.
Exactly. So
Go for it.
do that. Point blank shot that bitch and blast it out with that force energy. 20 and a 23 to hit.
A 20 and a 23 are both gonna miss.
Yeah. Yeah, they are. I
Vera.
tried.
Alrighty. So, we got a lot of people going against Petravian and I. Oof. Alright. So, what Vera's going to do is... Vera's going to... shit. Petravian's going to die if I move. Alright. In that case, I'm going to do a full attack for this round.
Okay.
Into the one that is attacking Petra.
Cool.
The one right in front of him.
You got it. And I'm assuming you're going for the extra attack as well.
No, I am keeping with my +2.
Oh, for +2. Okay. Cool.
And we'll also put in a sting as well.
Nice.
It doesn't hit,
All right.
but we try.
Both the shots are going to hit though. So you do 14 damage and 14 damage.
Nice.
So you strike for 28 points. That takes us on to the Serpente's Mummy.
These
This
fuckers
one
got
is.
AC and high HP.
This is the one to the northeast of Vera, and it is going to full attack.
Alrighty.
Shit. Okay.
Why do you do this to us?
They have 4 arms, damn it.
Yeah, I know. Why did you put so many in a room?
All right. First one is going to strike for 13 points of damage. The next one is going to miss. Next one is going to hit barely for 22. Next one hits for 16, and then the next 2 shots miss.
All right.
All right, that leaves Vera with 22 hit points and takes us to the last Serpente's Mummy that is going to 5-foot step down and full attack.
And
Even at 29 AC, this sucks.
let's go to full attack.
Yep.
All right. So I'm going to swarming retreat.
Okay.
So can I describe what happens here?
Yes,
Please.
do.
So this thing comes up at Vera and lays in a sword swipe, and you just see the cuirass that Vera is wearing just ricochet into the wall as it gets hit by the sword, but all of Vera is completely just swarmed. So all of her equipment just falls to the ground, and Vera's now a buzzy mess.
Cool.
Yep. All
Can't
right,
touch
so
this.
that
Dun.
technically counts you, I believe, as an army ant swarm stat-wise.
Yep, whatever.
Because how that works, or at least for your stats, you can be bees. You can be whatever you like, but but as far as combat stats, you're an army ant swarm. So
Okay.
All right, cool. That takes us to Kurla.
Oh my god, Vera just died!
No, they're fine.
It's happening to Succi.
Speaking of which, Petra's never seen this.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, didn't he experience it essentially?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have seen Vera, like, even if we haven't seen this ability before, we have seen multiple horrible death turn into bee sequence abilities from Vera.
The weird thing to Petra would be the fact that there's like armor and most of her sting just clatter to the floor.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's why Riz freaked out.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you just died and disintegrated.
It's like the bee version of dying as a Jedi in the first in the original
Yeah,
movie.
exactly.
It's very traumatizing.
Is that what actually is going to happen to Vera when she dies? Someone cuts her and she just turns into an empty row full of bees?
Wouldn't that make
Yeah.
Star Wars a bit weirder?
Strike me
bit.
down and I'll be stronger than you possibly imagine.
Oh, now wait a minute.
Yeah,
He's
Only
the DM,
Vera.
it doesn't count.
yeah. No, don't worry.
He's the one who
I've-
makes the rules.
I'll punish myself for this. Don't worry.
Thank you. So
Kurla, it's your turn.
I'm just gonna cast heal on Petra and call it a day.
Okay.
Alrighty. Boom. Alright,
140
Travian, you were healed for 140 points of damage.
it. Oh shit! 100. Christ. Okay then. Well.
Kurla, you have a move action left.
No,
You want to do anything?
I know I'm done for this turn, thank you.
You got it. Lovette,
I've got a quick question before I take my action.
what's up? Yeah.
Do the penalties for squeezing stack if you're squeezing in multiple people? Or is it just one penalty?
I'll call it just the 1 -4 for now. Let's
Okay.
just try not to abuse it.
Then I think that given the circumstances, I'm going to run up by Petra and Vera. I'll risk the attack of opportunity for that. And I'm going to use my Maker's Call ability to bring Archie
Alright.
over here.
Nice.
Okay, here's a couple attacks of opportunity.
Let's get Archie in here,
And you're gonna
baby.
Pull Archie in.
hmm He has to be
Got it.
adjacent to me, so that's why I don't need to know. So he's going to have to... But only one of the lightning balls is going to hurt him, and only one of the penalties, it sounds like, will hurt him. So hopefully that'll be fine.
Well, he's got 3 lightning balls on him.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you said that they don't stack.
No, they don't stack
No,
in
no.
one square.
They're not.
Oh.
They don't stack for on top of each other. You can't fit multiple in a square, but you can fit multiple on a large creature.
Oh, I see.
I think we've actually
Well-
used that in a battle before.
Yeah,
was
I
the
do
whole-
it a lot.
That was the whole reason I didn't want to summon him in here. Shit.
Well, let's see what happens.
Yeah, I guess
We'll
so.
toss Archie in, and we'll roll his ace. So that is your turn. You're going to take a little bit of damage from these 2 hits. That is a 12 and 16.
Okay.
And Archie is up.
And he is going to wail on... I guess he'll wail on one of the ones that's underneath him, since they also have the squeezing penalties.
You might want to have him step back a little too.
I guess I might have him take it. Well,
Yeah, he could 5 foot.
yeah, I guess he'll take a 5 foot north.
Yeah, that would also avoid 2 of the electricity balls.
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't it? Okay.
And you can flank.
Because they're on 2 of them.
Yeah.
Which one of these have we been focusing?
The one in front of Petra?
The one in front of Petra has been focused a bit.
All right.
But if you want to make a perception check, you can see which ones are more injured.
Sure. Do I make that for me or for Archie?
For Archie.
Well, that is a total of a 23.
Okay, so of all of the Serpente's mummies in front of you,
Mm-hmm.
the one that is actually north of the army ant swarm, Vera's space, is the most injured.
Okay, then I will focus all attacks on that.
Alrighty.
So it's 31 and 31 to hit then.
Okay, both hit.
21, 25 damage.
21 damage and 25 damage, and that mummy is reduced to atoms.
Nice.
Atoms.
Alright.
Nice.
Petra, you are now flanking with the one directly to your north.
Well, Petra, thrown for a loop, all this happening so quickly, he's like, well, shit, all right. Turned around and full attacks the Serpentes.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, bro!
Yeah.
Oh, that turned around. And Petra deals a 26, a natural 20, or a critical,
not
rather,
confirmed.
not confirmed, and a 23, and a 27.
Okay, so you deal 11 damage on the first hit, 13 on the second, and 17 on the third. And then you deal the extra positive damages. Alright, and an extra 25 points of positive energy damage.
Nice.
Alright, that takes us on to the Serpente's mummies. So this dude is going to full attack against... Yeah, we'll go after Petravian because of that holy damage. Over there? Okay. So that is 3, 4, 5... Jesus Christ, every attack hits.
Great.
Okay, that is 17, 15, 13, 18, 14, 16.
Jesus
Christ.
tits!
All right, next one's up. It's going to full attack Archie. And Archie's AC is 27. So that is going to be a miss, hit, miss, hit, hit. All right, so that is going to be, let's see, 17, 13, and 14. All right, that takes us to Riz.
I'm gonna do Chain Lightning. I'm gonna up the whatever it's called, the save, with the rune point.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cast it on the one in front, and it'll bounce to the others, because I don't need to adjust the distance on that one, since they're so
Yep.
close.
You got it.
Last Chain Lightning of the day. 49. And so
Alright.
the DC would be 24 now.
Yep. DC 24, rolling it. Fail, pass.
God damn it.
All right,
Alright.
so that is 49 damage to 2 of them and half to the final one. All right, so as your arc of lightning travels through the room, that middle Serpentes mummy is going to be fried to a crisp.
Alright, and then
It turns to ash.
2 ball lightnings onto the whatever Serpentes are left.
Okay, and then I also need to roll for...
Their save, which would be Oh, and move the one off of Archie, too.
Okay, so the ones that were on Archie are now no longer on Archie. And we get to roll some rolls here. Pass.
God damn it. Alright.
All right, so that takes us to Vera.
All right. So, Petravian, you're going to see some of these bees start to glow next to you,
Mm-hmm.
and they shoot towards you kind of like these needles as I cast Serious Wounds on you.
Ooh.
Cure serious wounds?
Yep.
Okay. All I heard was
you mean-
serious wounds.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
cast
you-
serious wounds.
Yeah, cast serious wounds.
I was like, why are you hurting him? What did he do?
All right, that's going to be 34 points of healing onto
Nice.
Petravian.
Good job.
All right,
Ooh, boy.
this swarm
Nice.
of bees stings you for 34 healing. Hurts real bad.
What is it, casting
Oh.
serious wounds? Where it's like, I told you not to take my fucking cereal. Petra. I told you it would hit you when you least expected it. You weren't expecting it now, were you, bitch?
See, Kurla's got one healer sting. I got a bunch of them.
Yeah, exactly.
That was pretty good. It was pretty good. I liked it.
It's good. It's good. All right. So the Serpentes mummy is up. It's going to 5-foot step to go to where the swarm is, because it's dumb enough that it doesn't care about swarm damage. And it's going to attack Petravian. Oh, wow, it rolled like shit. Miss, miss, miss. Only 2 hits out of that whole bunch.
Hey!
So that is 18 damage and 19 damage. All right. Kurla.
Am I able to heal Vera at all when Vera is in this form?
Yes, if you use a channel.
Yeah.
But I'm also not going to be able to be hit, so it doesn't...
Super matter?
However, Archie is hurting, so...
Yeah, we might
And
want to...
yeah, a channel would heal a lot of people right now.
That's true.
That being the case, Kurla will channel healing energy.
Nice, nice.
Nice, nice, nice.
Cool, cool.
Nice, 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 nice.
I mean,
Nice, 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 nice.
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 Nice. Hey,
Hey,
nice.
don't put some nice on that dice.
Oh!
All right.
Good job,
22
good heals.
healing to the whole party.
Yum,
All
yum,
right.
yum.
that is
Get us
wonderful.
out
Alright.
of the red.
Move action.
Nope.
Cool, cool.
Kurla's going to stand where they are.
Awesome. Lovette.
I hope Kurla doesn't mind me squeezing with him, but I'd like to get away from this melee range of these people. So instead, I'll shoot from here,
Okay.
back up, and start
There
shooting.
is a Serpentes mummy in melee with you.
Oh, there is. You're right. Okay, well then, frig it. All right. You know what? This
Sword cane?
Serpentes in front of me. Yeah, he's gonna get a sword cane to the face.
Let's see it. Let's
Crit.
see it.
That's actually a 26 to hit.
Woo! 1 damage!
Oh, look at
No.
that waveform.
Hold on. The attack isn't calculating right, I hope.
Oh no,
Either
I'm
that
pretty
or
sure
you
it
just
is.
hit for that abysmally low.
I
You
do
don't-
-3 damage because of my
Yeah,
strength
oh my God.
modifier.
You
That's
tickled
the-
them.
Oh
just
wow,
how
I thought it
Lovette
wasn't
do.
calculating right. No, that really is legit. You do 1 point of non-lethal damage.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
But I outfenced a creature with 4 swords, so I'm happy.
Yeah, you managed to touch. That's
Yeah,
fantastic.
it just like looks at you and like has this little like toothpick in its side.
Yeah, I got you.
All right, Archie.
That Archie's gonna
that's funny.
smash that same one in little pieces.
Alrighty.
Make them rolls.
That is a 36 and a 22. Ooh.
Okay, 36 is going to hit for 18 points of damage,
All right.
Nice.
and that's going to take us on to Petra.
So, that's...
I did forget to
That
apply.
was-
Are we flanking with that one?
Yes.
Would it
But it still wouldn't affect the second
Still
one.
wouldn't affect-
Their AC's
Yeah.
26.
is flanking +2 or +4?
Plus
Plus 2.
Okay, I thought it was +4 for some reason. Okay,
Nope. There's a teamwork feat that makes it +4.
I see. That's probably what I'm thinking of.
So, first thing Petra's going to do is lay on hands to himself, use it as a swift action
Nice.
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 Nice. Nice.
for 29.
Nice.
Oh,
Alright.
shit.
Ooh.
Good healing.
That's a
Nice,
good
nice.
roll, baby.
And if I attack the Serpentes that's in the swarm, would that also hit Vera?
No.
Okay. Making
Vera is
sure.
currently impervious to physical weapons.
But it's not flanking.
No.
No.
Okay. Then I'll attack.
The army ant swarm's just there as a
Gotcha,
token.
gotcha,
It's
gotcha.
not really even where Vera is. Vera's a Vera's token.
Okay. I'm going to full attack the Serpentes that is in the Vera swarm.
Cool.
And
That is going to be 1 hit at 17 damage.
Oh, no.
Roll again to confirm, please.
Come on.
That one for the audience.
Hey!
Oh my god, what
Yeah.
the fuck?
And then that 20 to confirm.
As usual.
That would have been.
Did not get the
that would have been
critical
beautiful.
miss.
Mm.
Okay.
Ah,
Cool,
shitty
cool.
titties.
Too bad Skrewy will
Alright.
never roll another natural 20 ever again.
Yeah, that's true. It just really
Alright.
comes in handy when he's lucky.
All right. Next round, Serpentes is going to full attack at, we'll say Archie, I guess. So this is 27 AC. Okay, so that is going to be 10 damage, 17 damage, 14 damage.
And then once he hits 0, I want to start soaking it.
Okay. 18 damage and 13 damage. So that's going to be 27. So do you want to take 28 damage?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, that takes you to 28 and puts Archie up to 1 HP.
Yum, yum, yum.
All right. Riz.
Alright. I don't have a lot of options here, but I'm not even gonna try with that swarm thing because I don't know if force damage affects that. So I'm gonna go for the one that Archie is currently fighting with my runic guide.
You got it. Give yourself a -4 to hit.
Yes, sir. Here we go. Whip that around. A 32 to hit and a 20 to miss.
All right. So that 32 is going to strike for 18 points of damage.
Hey, still good.
Chunking off a good chunk of that Serpente's mummy.
Alright,
And that'll
and
take us on.
it's
Oh, go
safe
ahead.
for the
Oh, right. Still
Great
have the
Ball of
energy
Lightning.
balls. Yep. So we're going to make 2 saves here. Those are reflexes. Pass.
Good.
All right. Vera.
All right. This swarm is going to burst into flames, and I'm going to light this thing on fire using Produce Flame to touch them with fire.
All
Okay.
your little bodies of bees on fire.
Yeah,
That's a
so
nightmare
this-
swarm.
That's metal.
Yeah, so the swarm now looks like it just lights up into some sort of hell ball.
What
All right.
the fuck is
Oh
happening?
no,
over
I have
there?
a good joke. Damn it.
All right.
Oh.
All right, so that's a D6 plus 5.
7.
Plus
And then roll your
3d6.
3d6.
3d6. That's 9.
Sweet.
Oh.
Hey. All right, 16 damage.
Not bad, not bad.
Cool,
Nice,
cool,
nice,
cool.
nice.
Oh, and then poison. I don't even know if poison works on these guys. I assume not.
They're immune to it. They're undead. But they are going to take double damage from or a 50% bonus damage from the fire. So that's nice.
Ooh.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Okay, that's good to know.
Cool. All right. Serpente's mummy. Mums. Mamas. Jesus shit. Okay. God, it's a lot of dice every time. All right. So, Petravian, you have 20... I have to check every time. 25 AC.
Correct.
So that is a hit, crit. Hit.
Shit.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'll say so.
Okay. See how this goes. So that is 16 damage, 15 damage, 22 damage, 13 damage, 19 damage, and 12 damage. You are at
no.
1 hit point.
Oh shit.
What the fuck? How is that even possible?
Oh man, he rolled like the shittiest critical damage ever. So that's
Okay, that's
kind of
good.
incredible.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Ouch.
Yeah. And that's why Petra's still up. Kurla.
Oh.
Well, Kurla's going to see Petravian getting wailed on, and I guess is just going to cast Heal again.
You have 2 of those? Damn.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, get him back up full.
All right, that's another 140 healing for Kurla. Hot shit.
I've lost a lot of
That,
blood.
Positive energies just puts Petra right back together. And I just imagine that this has got to just do a lot of mental damage to somebody
Yeah.
just to get their body ripped apart and then put back together immediately.
Yeah.
I don't want to go anymore. I don't want to go.
Pew, pew. And I thought the nighttime shit was crazy.
Oh.
Lovette.
Petra's like, all right, I'm ready for death. Oh no, I'm alive. Oh no, I'm dying again. No, I'm alive.
We're fine, we're not. We're fine, we're not.
Oh god. I'm just a meat shield.
Yeah, you are, baby.
Mm.
Yeah, you
And a
are.
fine meat shield you are.
Oh god.
And the mummy standing over the swarm is still there, correct?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Then let's do the sword cane again. Let's see if it works.
Crit.
Yeah,
Crit.
do more non-lethal.
All right,
Nope.
did
Double
nothing.
miss. All right, Archie.
All right, Archie, you're gonna smash this boy up. I hope. All right, that is a 29 and a 22. Ooh.
For 26 damage. Nice. A strong crunch on that one. Lots of bones break in that snake tail.
Crunch on
All right.
that haunch.
Petravian.
Can I roll a perception to see which one of these two is potentially a little bit more ouchied?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Absolutely.
That is a nat 20.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
In that case, the one to your northwest has 10 hit points, and the one to your east has 43 hit points.
You don't know what hit points are, but you're pretty sure they're important.
Yeah. So the one to your northwest is very, very much fucked at this point.
Just like pieces falling off of it.
Yeah.
Archie
I
is
mean, I
like,
already had pieces
so-
falling off of it too.
So to that end, I will attack that one that's in the Vera swarm just to make because I don't know if Vera swarm will
can't
be able
hit.
to take. Yeah.
Or I don't.
Yeah.
Want to
So
least.
full attack.
Okay.
26, 31, 21, and
Nice.
All right.
a 27.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
3 hits, so that's going to be 16 damage, 12 damage, and 11 damage. And then you go back for the holy damage of 8, 8, and 10. So 26 more damage on top of that from the holy. And that is going to destroy that creature.
Beautiful.
Hell yeah.
All right, that leaves one target left with 10 hit points. All right, it's up, and it is going to full attack at Archie. Ooh,
I don't think he's
okay.
gonna last this one, guys.
Nope, I'm afraid that he is not, because the very first shot is a critical hit for 40 damage.
Jesus
God
Christ.
damn it.
All right, so my question is, how much are you going to let this go for, Lovette?
I'd probably be willing to sacrifice without knowing anything else another 40 before it would be a problem.
Okay, so in that case, I'll just deal the damage directly to Lovette
Right.
instead. So that is going to be 40 damage from the critical.
God.
That takes Lovette to 17 hit points. Are you going to soak the next hit?
Probably not, because I'm sure that will knock me out.
Okay. So then the next hits are going to go after Archie. So that is going to be 14 damage,
Oh, that one
12
would've taken me
damage,
out. That would've
15
taken me out.
damage,
Yep, I would've been
13 damage, and 18 damage.
Oh, I would have been dead.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Archie's at negative 59 and downed,
Jesus Christ.
Who is
destroyed
that?
or whatever.
He's not real.
So that Archie poofs.
No!
Alright, well, I'm gonna keep doing Runic Guide then if it's done with its turn.
Riz, you're up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna blasty blast that shit. Woo! Twirl my staff around and hope to God nothing happens. So that's a 23 and a 20. Those are both misses. Let's roll that goddamn ball of lightning.
You got it. Ball lightning incoming.
Please fail.
Not one.
Woo!
Roll
All
3d6,
right.
please. If you get above a 10.
Hey! Woo!
So, all right, since you got the kill, do you want to put some spice on those dice?
So I see Archie go down. I'm missing with the blast from the Runic Guide in a panic, because I'm just trying to hit it, and I just concentrate on this ball lightning to focus on it, and in a surge of power from all the concentration, it kind of has this surge of energy where it gets larger, and it just blasts it, and then it just dissolves.
Yeah!
Yay!
Yeah!
Is that it? Are there more? Is Vera fucking dead? Seriously!
No, they're
those-
fine.
They
Vera.
rush in.
Pull yourself together.
Ba-dum, bow, 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 ba-dum, bow, bow.
Are you okay, Vera? Where are you?
Yeah, so Vera's going to coalesce as himself, so I was like, no armor, but they basically look like they're wearing armor anyways because it's just this chitinous
Dirt.
skin.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to put on my armor again.
Yeah.
Dust off the liver sting. Well, that could have gone a little bit better, but
Yeah.
we made it.
I think I saw death a couple of times.
Lovette, is Archie okay?
I think he's okay. I'm going to have to do some field spells.
And to that effect, I'm going to cast Rejuvenate Eidolon. Do I have that?
All right.
I think I only have Lesser still. Yeah. Alright, Lesser it is.
Yeah, do that. Well, and I'm just going to put on my armor because that takes away, what, 10 minutes or something? Put on armor?
Yes.
So,
Full plate, that is.
So what does Rejuvenate Eidolon Lesser do to a dead Eidolon?
Well, if I need to, I'll cast Summon Eidolon on him first.
Okay.
Or I could, if we have time, just take the 10-minute ritual and do it that way, and then he would come back with... You know what? I'm going to do... Do we have time to sit around for a
Yes.
bit? Then, yeah, I'm going to
Yeah.
do the ritual to cast him normally. He'll come back with half of the HP, and then fix him up for 10 more.
Gotcha. Okay, so I'll advance time 10 minutes. If there are any short-term buffs, those have burnt. That'll bring Archie back at half hit points. All right.
While Lovette is doing that, I'm gonna ask Vera, so how often do you turn yourself into bees?
Whenever I can.
I'm guessing you're putting on your armor.
Yeah. Why? What is it? Freak you out or something?
I mean, I thought
After
you were
going-
dead.
I mean, going through it, had I not been through it before, yeah, it would freak me out. But having gone through it,
Well, it still freaks me out. I just got used to it.
Listen, I have to do that one just in case something actually bad's happening. If I'm in a pinch. It takes
Just-
a lot out to do it that fast, though.
Tell us if you actually die, okay?
How will I do that?
Okay. Alright. Can you tell us that you are bees when you are bees? Is there a sign we could look for?
Yeah, look for a shriveled, bleeding corpse, and then that should tell you.
If you're dead.
Yes.
Well,
But if it's bees, you're still alive.
If I'm bees and I'm moving around, probably still alive.
Still good. Okay.
Well, what
Gotta
if
be honest.
we find
haven't
something
fully
that
died
turns you
yet.
into bees that aren't you. How would we
What if
know the
some-
difference?
If someone turns me into bees that aren't me,
Well, I mean, like, not the same way where it's the same consciousness. It's just new bees, dead. How would we know?
I mean, I think the only one that could turn Vera into bees is Mellifera, I guess, if I understand how God works.
well,
there's
it's
crazy
easier.
things out there.
but it's still just natural magic. Anyone could
Exactly.
technically, potentially learn it.
huh,
That's cool.
neat.
Anyone?
It's just going to take a long time for them to learn.
I assume you've been doing this your whole life.
Most, yes.
Most. Alright.
What
Well,
if
that
call
was
one that
unpleasant.
turns you into bees?
Lovette, that was unpleasant.
Yes, I'm sorry.
no.
It wasn't pleasant for
I'm-
everyone.
I am glad you are all right.
I'm glad you're okay. Are you okay? Is there anything out of place?
I should be within tolerance.
Alright. Well, I think you're gonna have to sit here until we need you again. We'll be out of this place soon. I don't like it here,
I understand.
While we're preparing all the stuff, everyone will probably be checking the room and stuff, I assume.
Yeah, yeah.
Sure
let's-
thing.
let's
Yeah, go ahead and
do it
roll
if we
some
need to.
perception checks and let's see what we got in here.
Perception.
Right.
Nice.
Perception.
We got 18 with Petravian.
Got 26 with Vera.
32 with Risen.
A 24 from Archie,
That's a 34 from Kurla.
and a 28 from Lovette.
All right. You guys search the room and you find some interesting things. You find a number of more of these urns that have strange offerings, some dried plants. All 5 of these sarcophagi are now empty, but you find a single chest that appears to have a lock on it, a simple locking mechanism on that chest. There's a chest in the southwest of the room that appears to have more of that grain and wheat in it. It's turned to dust. Like if you reach in and try to pick up some of the sheafs of wheat, they just sort of turn to dust in your hand. But the other chest has a lock on it. So if anyone wants to check that one out.
What kind of lock? You said simple? Not.
Yeah, it looks like a simple lock worked into the stone coffer. There's like a metal lock on it.
I could use knock on it and just open it right away.
Yeah, why not?
Alright,
Yeah.
I'll use knock on it.
Go ahead and cast knock. All right. You knock on it and you hear the clasp undo itself inside the chest.
Thank you, Shamish. Open that up.
All right. You open it up and inside you see a strange ball of maroon light.
Light.
It's like a ball of light. It's about the size of maybe something that could fit in the palm of your hand.
Can I figure out what it is just by looking at it?
Yeah, sure. Make a knowledge arcana.
Can do, definitely. That's
Oh, nice.
Nat 2042!
shit!
Oh, fuck yeah! Tell me what it is,
Hey.
DM Daddy!
You got it. This appears to be an arcane passkey.
It's for the
death
door. Yeah. Shit! Well,
Didn't know we were playing Doom.
we have the key. Riz just holds it up to everyone. We have the key.
Okay, good.
For the death door that would go and kill us if we touched it.
Oh,
So it needs a shiny sphere.
Apparently. It wasn't like a lock and key, like physical. It's more like a magical bull key. Like presence, I assume. So hopefully once we get close to it, it'll just,
Yeah, otherwise you're gonna have to choose someone to go first.
yeah. Who's going to ask that? Who are we going to test this?
Petra puts the fingers to his nose.
Riz follows.
Lovette follows.
Vera doesn't even do it.
Archie, put it on your nose. Wait, if Archie doesn't have a nose, does it count?
I guess we have to figure out a different method.
You can throw your hat in.
I'll do it. All right.
No,
What?
just throw an object in.
I mean,
Let's see if it goes away when we get near it first, and then we'll decide.
All right, let's head back.
There's a door right
Want
over
to check
here.
this door?
Can we heal first before we open any doors,
Yeah.
bro?
Does anyone have any potions we can use?
Let's see. I've got nothing in my inventory.
I have a potion, cure serious wounds.
I have cure moderate. I could drink that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should do that.
Yeah.
That's a good
Drink
idea.
any potions that you guys can.
All right, that's 13 more HP. That's something.
13 HP restored to Lovette.
All right,
Fair.
I'm going to use a potion of cure serious wounds on myself.
Nice.
Nice.
21, okay.
Oh my goodness, that's really shit. Is it?
I mean, is it?
No,
That wasn't the
it's
word.
No,
average.
it's not. It'll be.
It's just the word serious. You think that it would be more, but it's
You
not.
think it'd not be bullshit?
Potions.
How much?
No.
How much did I
mean,
pay
you-
for this thing?
But yeah, I mean, you rolled pretty good on the roll, so.
It's just a disappointing potion.
Yeah. Do another potion.
Like I was expecting Mountain Dew, and it was Baja Blast.
Petra's going to use one of his lay on hands
Okay.
first on Vera
Alrighty.
for 34,
34 to Vera.
and one for Lovette for 25.
Okay.
thank you.
Alright, 25 for Lovette.
Can I put my ear up to the last door just to hear
Yeah.
if anything's in there?
For sure.
Okay.
Perception, please.
I would love to give you a perception. 27.
Alright, with the 27 check, you hear nothing but the silence of a tomb.
I don't hear anything over here. Riz will step back for you guys.
And also, anything on the bodies? Weapons?
A bunch of kopashes.
We'll take them and sell them.
Money.
We'll hoard them.
They're ours. We can take them into town and get some shiny gold from them.
Petravian will go up to the door. It's like, well, I've been a meat shield thus far, and Petravian.
I mean,
will-
you're doing a good job at it.
Yeah, I didn't
Oh,
put you in
thank
a
you.
shield. You've been protecting us.
I thought you would be
As
more
a meat
like
shield.
a granite shield.
Yeah, also, how much of you is meat?
But we still
I thought
haven't
that
figured that out yet.
Don't you have like a shield that you can? You know you can.
Yeah, what
just
about a
use
shield
right?
shield? A shield seems more useful.
You can just be like, I am your shield because I hold shield. You could just say I'm your shield. Meat is
This sentiment's appreciated better.
Open that door!
Well, what's behind door number 2?
What the hell's wrong
Right.
with you two?
Petravian, you push the door open and you see a long hallway going to the south.
Are we gonna bust out the party token?
Oh.
Party token.
Yeah.
That's the one that heads back to the entrance. I get it now. Probably.
Then we can just and I like grab the door handle.
Yeah.
We're good.
I think we're good. We can just head
Or-
back now.
We're
We'll say,
oh,
say hi to
Okay.
Dr. Ada and get the fuck out of here.
So, you guys open that door, goes all the way south, and then you closed it again, I believe.
Yes.
You have a warding piece of arcane power that you believe will open up that mystic barrier. What would you like to do?
Well, as a party, we're gonna head back to that door.
Yeah.
So let's fucking go! And we take our sweet ass time to get there.
All right.
Just being cautious, at least, in case anything has like come up in the other rooms while we go.
Ah!
God, that scared the shit out of me! You goddamn bitch! You
Ah!
So for the podcast, because I'm leaving that shit in, there was the Hummel icon, which is this giant fucking bee that just appeared in front of us.
Scare the shit out of me, bro. Alright, we say hi to Ida.
All right.
Ada.
So Dr. Ada is in here, like, reading over some of these parchments, and the party comes back in the room. She looks up. Any news?
And what
we
else
got
do
the
you say?
key.
Yes. I mean,
But-
upgrades
so we-
on your end?
We can we progress further?
Yes.
We can.
It might be dangerous still, but We have a key.
Good. Hurry up. I'm excited to see what's beyond that barrier.
Alright, you ready, guys?
Yes. Let's see what happens here.
Alright, we approach this door with what I'm assuming is the key.
All right.
But I don't go through it. I just get next to it with the ball.
You move up, and as you approach this magic barrier, this mode of energy in your hand flashes, and the barrier will dissipate and become see-through.
Alright.
Alright, let's be careful and let's
Watch
keep going.
for snakes.
All right, as you turn the corner, you can see ahead of you a larger room. The pathway actually heads out into a circular space. The room itself is about 45 feet across. The room is circular, and it is just this shaft that goes down into total darkness beneath you. The walkway itself slopes downward and then ends in a small dish-like platform that's 20 feet across, that's sort of suspended out in the middle of this room over top of this endless drop. From there, you can see there are two exits of the room. One is to the north, where there is another magical barrier, and the other one is to the southwest. However, to get to the southwest one, you would have to walk up another pathway that is currently broken in two. Built into the floor here, in that central dish, is a impressive-looking mural of a snake with strange, brilliant feathers on its back as wings.
Alright. Gotcha. Okay.
Man,
Fuck
at
you,
times
Seth.
like this, I wish I could still fly.
You used to be able to fly.
Oh, briefly, yes.
Cool.
I had to make
Was it
space
with
for
the,
arms.
Was it with the other arms? Oh.
Wait, no, I had wings before, but I had to make space for the arms.
Are you part celestial too?
What?
You know, like SMRs. They have wings. Sometimes.
They're like metal.
No, I was just asking about what kind of wings they are. I wanted to know if Lovette was half like everything or something.
Oh,
Not that I know of. I don't know much about my mother.
I just thought it would be cool, that's all.
Yes, well, no, they were not natural wings. I built them.
Yeah, that's too bad. But also cool at the same time.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like it.
Alright, so first I'm going to do a perception check to see if there's any traps at all.
Yeah, same. We
You
gotta
got
be
it.
careful in this fucking temple.
So 35 from Vera.
Ooh, 29 from Riz. Nice
Excellent.
job on your rolls today, Kyle.
Right?
Yeah.
28 from Lovette.
All right. Well, you look at this, and it does seem like this giant stone platform would be precarious, being that the only thing holding it up is the walkway that you're standing on. It's some sort of support, and there's really nothing holding it up under it at all. So if it were to snap and fall into that abyss, there'd really be nothing you could do about it.
Well, that's terrifying. Should I throw a rock over there and see if it's testy?
Sure.
Riz will take an extra, rock with a rune out and just throw it at the center of the plate? What do I call that center? Basin?
Saucer?
A platform, I guess we can call it. But, yeah.
I'll throw a runic rock to the center of the platform just to see how sturdy it is.
Sure. Is it charged with any power? Or...
It just has a runic symbol on it.
Oh,
so
okay,
if
so
I
you-
needed to use, something... I just have a bunch of fucking rocks with me with,
Gotcha.
with
Okay.
symbols. I have grenades, guys!
Okay, so you toss a runed stone out into the center of that thing. It skitters to a stop and lands on top of that mural of the snake with wings.
Doesn't seem like anything moves.
No.
Well, Lovette, you're the next lightest thing.
I have a feeling you're all going to say that, but I feel the same way, so I'd put fire.
I'd rather us be cautious with this and go one at a time, maybe.
Yes.
We don't know how much this can hold.
I buzz up into the air.
Just
Fuck you too, Vera.
remember me as I lived.
I'll step onto the platform very
Alright,
cautiously. I'll be testing it with my cane, in fact.
Yeah, you poke at it with your cane and you test its weight with your foot, and it seems sturdy enough. It's not really swaying or moving in any way. I mean, it's solid stone. So,
I can
maybe
move
it's
it.
just...
Whatever, that's well.
Yeah, maybe it's just deceptively dangerous, and it's perfectly fine.
You know what, Lovette, just stay here for a second, okay?
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to fly into the middle of the platform.
Yeah.
Yep.
About like maybe 10 feet into the air and just drop down.
Okay. And you drop down onto the center of the platform?
Yes.
What are you doing?
All right. Okay.
Kyle, what have you done?
Buddy.
It's all good.
Uh-huh.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and move all your tokens up to this area. Feel free to deploy yourselves up to the edge of the room. I'm going to put Vera right in the middle of that.
Put it on the wings, baby.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Right there.
Okay, so Vera is in the center of that platform. Everyone else deploy where you'd like to go, and I'll move the party token out of the way.
All right.
I guess I'm
Petravian.
also up here.
Or yeah, Lovette's like on the edge. I think you're on the platform to it because Vera told you to wait.
All right. So, Vera, as soon as you set foot on top of that mural, you feel a force awaken in this room. Something has happened. There's a ripple of power that comes up from the bottom of this endless shaft into darkness. And all at once, two enormous beings are going to move up from the darkness.
Cool.
And
Yum, yum.
on either side of this platform, two enormous snakes are going to move up from the darkness and sort of look down at you. So they're already kind of taller now. So they look to be some sort of hooded viper-like creature, but they're just insanely mad. Like, they're titanically large.
Fuck.
I heard the fuck. Oh shit.
And they pop up to mess with you. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up some combat here and roll some initiative.
It's game time, people.
Well, at least you're ahead this time, Petra.
Not me, though.
Me neither.
That's how it works, right, guys?
All right, so the first one of these things is going to attempt to bite Vera. You know, strikes down like a viper and just bites at Vera, snaps with some of its fangs, and it's going to bite Vera for 35 points of damage.
What the fuck?
Is
that
Fervor still active?
No, Blessing of Fervor has ran out.
Yeah, it's only
Okay.
like a little bit of time.
It's a short-term buff.
Alrighty.
There we go. Okay, so that will take us on to Kurla.
Well, Kurla, seeing these massive snakes, is not particularly going to want to dash into the fray. Kurla is going to just stand where they are for now. I'm going to delay my turn actually until after Riz, if that's all right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll push
Cool.
till after Riz. Cool. Petra.
Okay, so Petra is gonna see these enormous mummified snakes, and he's gonna try something. He's going to use a spell called Chains of Light.
Ooh.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Can I
Chains
do
of
both
Light.
of them?
No, it can only do one creature.
Alright, I'll get the other.
So Chains of Light is a spell which the creature will be held immobile for 1 round per level, so long as they reflex save, I guess it would be. They will be held immobile there. Now, I don't think I have to hold them there. Like, do I have to maintain it?
No, so it's a standard action to cast, and then that's it. It looks to be similar to Hold Person. in the
Okay.
Just a
way it
more
functions,
powerful
so-
one.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so they're stuck in place. They're paralyzed for the duration.
And they can't
and-
like attack anyone while it's active?
Correct.
Correct.
Ooh.
They lose their turn until they make the save. So they get a save each round to attempt to break it.
Yep.
And it is a reflex negation of DC 19. All right. Are you casting this on the one on the east side of the room or the one on the west side of the room?
The one on the west side of the room.
West side.
Okay. West
All
side.
right.
West side.
All right. Reflex save DC 19. Alrighty.
Wait.
So what happens is
On the west side?
these massive chains of light like pierce through the stone. Like they're not actually breaking the rock, they're ethereal chains, but they look like they come through the walls and they wrap around this giant mummified snake and they hold it in place against the far west wall and it is unable to move.
Yes! Hold person finally worked.
You have a
Well,
You have a move action left.
I feel like I should run out there to Vera, or just start
Okay.
going out there and wailing on this mummified snake. So that is what I'm going to do.
Okay, you can only move, remember.
Yep, Petra's going
Yep.
to run up to right next to the giant mummified snake.
Oh boy.
Okay, cool. So you
Go,
run
go,
out
go.
there. So, again, Petra is a pretty big dude, wears heavy
Mhm.
armor.
Yeah, that's what we're
So
about.
as he runs down this, the stone slope, you kind of get the feeling that it is starting to shake a little bit. Maybe just a little bit.
Buddy.
Maybe it's just in your mind. You don't know. Maybe you're just scared about it, but you think it might be moving a little bit. Anyway, Petra, you move down there by that giant snake, and it is currently flat-footed, so it does not get to attack you. But it is now its turn. And it is pissed off because someone stepped on the seal of its master, so it's going to bite at Vera. And it is going to strike Vera for 28 points of damage, taking Vera to 36 HP left. And that is its turn. Riz.
Alright, I would like to run not onto the platform at all, but enough to see the non-chained of light one. I'm gonna cast Disintegrate.
All right. Good
So-
choice against an enemy that has a phenomenally bad touch AC.
So that's a 21 with 104 damage.
All right, let me see if he makes the fortitude save.
Okay,
He does not.
that's full damage.
All right. So Riz, you level your finger at this thing, and a beam of purple light flies from the tip of your finger and strikes this giant mummified snake, and just starts sizzling and turning it to dust. And
Okay.
it rips most of this thing. Most of the scales and flesh and bone of it are disintegrated immediately. You deal 104 points of damage.
It's still up?
Yes.
Okay. I would like to spice that just a smidge because
Go for
of how
it, yeah.
Riz's spells work. So once it hits that snake, you see this kind of jack-like symbol with swirls and a circle around it. Because of course I did Abudai. Because I want it to fucking die.
All right. Yeah, and it doesn't seem to feel pain, but other than that, it is definitely fucked up from that attack, for sure.
Well, that's the hardest hit I can do, guys.
All right, that takes us to Kurla.
All right, Kurla is going to take a 5-foot step northwest to squeeze in with Riz, if that is
Okay.
okay, to get a better look at the mummified snake to the east.
Mhm.
And they are going to raise both hands and point them towards this creature and look like they're in pain as they summon the necessary energy to cast Bone Shatter.
Ooh. Okay, that'll do it. Okay. Target's bone splinter. Lovely. Okay, so that's 14d6 damage. Go ahead and roll it, and I'll give this guy a fortitude save for partial damage. Fortitude is DC 20. All right. So, my question for Kurla is, do you want to put some spice on those dice?
Yes!
So as Kurla raises their hands, this black electricity starts crackling around them and then just goes into a kind of liquid form. It starts flowing like liquid and then shoots out at this creature with a sickening sound as every bone inside this creature begins to succumb to this pressure and then just turns to dust.
So,
Good
your bone shatter hits it, and it is annihilated.
Beautiful!
It appears to be particularly susceptible to bone shatter.
Huh.
So, it is dead.
I mean,
Boom.
since it's mostly bone, I'm not
I mean,
surprised.
yeah.
All right, so it blows apart and falls into the abyss, back into the dark.
And
got
that will
this,
be my
guys.
turn.
All right, and that's going to take us to Vera.
All right, so the western one is currently helpless, right?
It is currently paralyzed. That is correct.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to first cast healing on myself because
Okay.
I don't know how long that's going to last,
Mhm.
and I can't coup de grace from here.
Right.
So I'm going to drop on a Cure Serious Wounds on myself.
Okay.
All right, that's going to be 29 points of healing,
Nice.
Cool, cool.
and I'm going to run over to the edge.
You got it. All right, so that puts you within melee range of it.
Yep.
So you'll be able to coup de grace next round if it fails its save.
Hopefully.
You might want to fly up 5 feet.
What is that?
It just
Because we don't know how much it can handle people-wise.
Because Fatty
Okay,
McFat decided to step on it.
5 feet.
Yeah, because Beardy had said that.
So it might be in your mind. You don't know.
I don't want to risk it.
All right, Lovette's up.
Okay. Is it possible for me, if I hold an action, to make the trigger if they fail their save? Or is that too...
Sure.
Okay. Then
Oh,
if the creature fails its save, I'm going to try and hit it with a hold monster.
Okay, you got it.
And I will stay
Nice.
as
So
a
you prep hold
Or I mean, if
monsters.
it passes
so
its save. If it
Yeah,
breaks
so
free
if
of the chains, then I'll try and grab it.
Right.
again.
You got it. So if it breaks free, you'll cast hold monster on it. If not, you won't burn the spell.
Yes.
And also, I don't know if I missed it, but did you say that these chains are visible to us? Can we see?
Yeah, they're bright chains made of pure light, holding this thing to the side of the room here.
Cool.
The snake is struggling against the chains, unable to
God,
break
I
free.
love this side. I love the mental image of that.
It reminds me of the light, not gonna lie. Just Riz in the back.
All right. So the giant mummified snake's turn is here, and it is going to make a save to try to break out of that. And I have 19 reflex. Here we go. It fails.
Yes. Titan's
Continues to be
harder.
paralyzed.
Beautiful,
right.
beautiful, beautiful.
Petra, you're up.
Cover girl.
I'm gonna first do a perception check to see if what I felt,
Was
the
real?
tremors, to see if it actually was, if it started to wiggle. That's a 16.
Okay. Yeah, you're not sure.
That's all. Maybe you should come back this way.
Yeah. I might have rushed out here. So Petra's going to very carefully inch his way back to behind.
Oh, okay. Okay.
behind
I
Lovette.
can't read.
Ring!
All right.
And seeing all my stuff's all close quarters melee, I am going to hold action to if the mummified snake breaks free next round. Well, I'd be right there anyway. So, yeah, I guess I'll just end my turn.
Okay. Riz.
Okay. Was there a path to the northeast? Is there an actual pathway, or is that a non-existent one? Because I wasn't sure how you were describing it.
Yeah, so the way it looks is in the north, there's a door to the north. The pathway to it has broken off and fallen into the abyss.
But
So
I can
there's, like-
see that pathway clearly enough from where I'm
Right, you
standing.
can see the archway there where their door would be. However, standing in that doorway is another barrier of pure magic.
Ah, shit.
Gotta
Okay.
go down this
That's what I didn't understand.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was
So
like,
there's
why is
another
it dark there?
Yeah, there's a magic barrier to the north preventing your way, so you would have to probably find another key to move further.
Alright. Riz is gonna grab Petravian and just say, do you trust me?
No.
Yes.
I'm gonna dimension door over to the other side of where the pathway that could reach.
Right. To the
Would
the
be.
southwest. Okay.
Yeah, with Petravian.
You got it.
Because he's willing
Okay.
and I can only take one other person as far as I know.
You got it.
And that is my turn.
Okay. Kurla.
Mostly because I thought Petravian would be the hardest to get across if we do this eventually.
Yeah.
So if I attack the snake, that's not going to interfere with it being chained up in the chains of light,
No.
right? Okay.
Not at all.
In that case, Kurla will turn towards this second of the two snakes, and again raise their hands, have them crackle with that black electricity that turns sort of weird ethereal liquid and shoots out at the mummified snake as they once again cast Bone Shatter.
Wonderful. Alrighty. Cool. Drop 14d6, and I'll roll the save. DC 20 Fortitude.
Fail.
Oh, man. Okay. So that is another fail.
Wow.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
It is. Okay.
See you, DM Daddy.
That's going to deal 82 points of damage
I still up.
from the bone shatter. And, you know, pieces of it split apart and explode and break away. It's pretty horrific. You have a move action left?
I think I will stay where I am.
Excellent. Vera, you're up.
Go
All right.
get him!
So I'm looking this snake over, and I'm just trying to find its weak point, and I'd like to fly up and try to gash at it using a coup de grace.
Okay. Got it.
I'm ready for it. I'm
Alright.
ready for it.
So do I just do a single attack? Is that what that is?
Okay. So, go ahead with a free critical. So, go ahead and make an attack.
All right.
Okay. So, that is a 33. I mean, you automatically hit anyway. So, go ahead and roll a... No, roll a confirmation. The confirmation is just to see if you get a perfect crit. You've crit already. I just want to see if you get perfect damage.
Okay.
Nope. All right, that's fine.
Darn close,
In
though.
that case, that is going to be 28 damage. No. You have a
What?
scythe. What am I saying? You have a scythe. You get times 4 damage. It's going to be 56. Is that right?
That sounds pretty low.
Normally it's so high.
Usually it's like 70 something.
You could just so what you could do is just roll 3 more attacks, and then I'll just ignore the acid damage on the other 3.
What?
No, it
Yeah,
because it's
roll.
times 4. So
I understand.
Right?
Yeah, but the acid damage doesn't multiply. Energy damage only counts for 1. So go ahead and roll 3 more attacks,
Okay.
and I'll add them up that way. All right, that's 57 damage, and then you did 2 acid, so 59. Cool. All right, so you strike for 59 damage, and that means it needs to make a DC 69 Fortitude save or die.
Nice.
Now, it is undead and supposed to be immune to coup de grace, but fuck it. Fuck it. That's what I'm going to say right now. So, Vera, you fly up and you strike it in its weakest point. Go ahead and describe that.
Yeah, so Vera basically flies up and rings this scythe across the neck of the snake, like by its head, and kind of like corkscrews around it until it just falls off the head entirely.
Nice.
Wonderful. All right. So you do that, and the creature breaks apart as whatever force animates it fails. The chains of light hold its body in place for a few more seconds and then fades out.
Clapping for Riz. Well, that was cool.
And that'll be combat.
Good work, Vera. Bye.
Thanks.
You probably want to fly Lovette just in case. Actually, can you carry Kurla too?
That's a good question. Beardy, would I be able to carry Kurla?
Yeah, with a fly check.
Alright, we can definitely try.
Can Vera fly Lovette without a fly check? Because she's small? Or is it small?
I'm small.
Small. Small? I'm small.
I'm small.
Sam is small. Watch out, that means Petra likes you.
I'll carry Lovette over.
Okay.
Kurla actually shouldn't need anyone to carry them.
Okay.
You got good acrobatics?
Kurla concentrates for a second, and, well, you want to describe it?
Yeah, sure. Kurla is just going to step very, very casually across the stone bridge to their north, across to the platform, and then they're going to step across the broken section as well to meet up with Petravian and Lovette. But if you're looking very, very carefully, it doesn't appear that their feet are actually making contact with any of the ground. It almost appears that they're hovering there for a moment, and that when they're walking across, when they're stretching across that broken section, that they're in fact stepping on thin air.
So Kurla is pretending, though, that they're...
Walking normally?
They just seem to be walking normally. They're not like trying
Okay.
to fake anything, but
Yeah.
it's a
Like I'm
subtle.
saying-
It's a very subtle kind of.
I'm saying that all the steps look like technically they were on stone. Like,
Yes.
don't step blatantly on the gap.
Exactly, but I mean,
Okay.
that it's if you're
Alright.
paying if you're paying attention, I guess you can probably tell.
I guess we'd have to do a perception check, huh?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, I think I'll do one just because Vera would have been hovering next to you in case you fell.
25 for Riz.
So I'll
26
let
for
you
Vera.
call if these are successful or not.
Yeah, I'd say
Correct.
those are successful. Also, because I mean, there's no in that cavern there would be noise of footfall, even from someone as light as Kurla, and there's going to be no noise from their footsteps because obviously they're not making full contact. So yeah, Riz and Vera will both notice that something slightly weird is going on.
Oh, I didn't even have to be here. Okay.
Thank you for all your help, Vera.
Yep.
Thank you for calling me across and not
Well, let's
slowing
keep going.
me.
I mean,
So you guys make it past the hazards of that room.
Sorry.
It's okay. You make it past the hazards of that room, that very dusty room that apparently makes people sneeze. And we're back to party token, so go ahead. There is a
Alright.
door ahead of you.
Shall we listen in just to make sure that there isn't anything on the other side?
may as well.
Alright. Perceptions. 41 for Riz.
27 for Lovette.
Uh,
That's a 30 for Kurla.
All right.
And a 21 for Petravian.
You
I like
listen
how
in-
we're all at the door at the same
I was
time.
gonna
So
say.
you listen in, and it is deadly quiet on the other side of the room, or other side of the door.
All right, Petravian, go ahead and open it.
All right.
All right, you open the door into a rather large storage room of some kind. There are 2 large sarcophagi on the west side of the room, and the room is mostly dominated by an enormous mural of a snake on the floor. It's going back and forth, crisscrossing the floor.
I think I've seen this game before.
I'm a snake. All right, let's search the room and see if there's anything of interest, and then continue onward.
Yeah. First of all, I'd like to do perception to see if there's any traps.
Yes.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, let's do that first. 26
Okay.
for Riz.
It's gonna be 24 for Vera.
Nice, Kurla.
39 from Kurla and that 20.
Nat
Hell yeah.
one.
All right, you look around the room and you detect no traps in the room. However, there are like these strange dried plants that have been laid out. You think they might have been offerings at one time. They're laid out in front of these sarcophagi. Do you want to open these things or leave them set?
Leave them. What now?
Oh, Jesus.
It's a loaded question. You caught him. Gotcha. We
Well-
win. Bye bye, Booker.
I mean, we may as well
Yeah,
open them
might
just
as
in case
Yeah,
they
just in case
try
they-
to get us.
There could
Okay.
be like one of those balls in there
That's
too.
true.
Balls, 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 balls.
Could be.
I will back up a
Balls in
little
there.
bit when they open it and get ready to summon RG.
Yeah, I'll have Petravian open each one. You have a lot of anti-explosion armor on you.
Vera and Petra will both work to get these stone. They're stone, correct?
Yeah, they're
What are
stone
these?
sarcophagi.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we're gonna both push this for the bottom sarcophagus.
My arms couldn't even do that, so I'm glad you guys are.
Do we need a strength check at all?
Yeah, give me a strength check. They're
Nice.
stone,
Got
they're
it.
pretty heavy.
All right.
Oof.
Oof. That's bad for both of us.
Pretty
Yeah,
rough
no
rolls.
kidding.
So you struggle at it, and you're having trouble to open it. You can give it one more shot if you want. If you want to take
This
a little
keeps
bit of
clapping.
a rest. And...
All right, put your back into it.
Oh
Woof.
my god.
It's a 16.
For
From
11 for
Okay.
Petra.
Oh my god.
So yeah, those are some pretty rough rolls,
Yeah.
and you get a little bit moved. You can kind of wedge it a little bit, and it pushes just enough that you uncover a corner of it,
You know what,
of one of them. So
what's on that?
you can't. If you know, so those of you with dark vision guys can see into it, but
I
Yeah,
have a
you-
torch.
I can
okay,
look it
you
straight in.
illuminate it, and you see from the torchlight, you see the glinting of gold.
Ooh. Riz just boom right next to you.
Like, hand on your head. Just stop. All right. Oh, what am I going to use to get this open?
I can.
Well, you stuck here. Let me show you how it's done.
Take it.
Lovette, you walk up to the sarcophagus, and with one hand, you push it, and it slides like it was made of paper.
Well, see?
This,
Yeah,
So Riz
well,
is quietly using Mage Hand to pick up like one gold or a couple at a time right now.
I like slap it down.
It's magic. Fuck you.
oh! I didn't say it was gold pieces. I said you saw the glinting
Yeah.
of gold.
I don't
Oh,
feel gold
shit.
pieces.
Well,
What
put a
is
Mage
so-
Hand in there.
So does Lovette actually open it, by the way?
Yeah. So Lovette
Alright.
walks up and just slides it off like it's nothing.
What the fuck? It's like a pickle jar. You
Flex.
loosened it.
You loosened it. Yeah, it's fine.
God damn.
No, but you slide it open, and actually, to be honest though, you push it open, and it is filled with gold pieces. This appears to be a treasure trove of some form.
Fuck yeah. Alright, you will continue opening the rest of the little casks, and me and Lovette are gonna start collecting this for the party.
Lovette, count them.
Yes, I will. Oh, don't worry. I will.
That doesn't mean I don't get my own share,
Of
right?
course. No, we all get equal shells.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So you
That's all Riz cares about.
yeah, you push that open, and inside is a collection of gold pieces, of little statues, various objects of curiosity and art. Everything in here looks like it's of incredibly high quality make, and it's made of precious metals and gems.
Groovy, baby.
This appears to be a treasury of some kind, or a trove, some sort of hoard that was kept here by Set in ancient times.
I would like to use my detect magic just to make sure there's no curses on this shit.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
I do it.
Good call.
You so you cast the magic, and there is nothing magical in either this or the other's unopened sarcophagus.
All right.
Can I get an appraise check to count the
Yeah.
money?
Yes.
Let's get it done.
Holy
41.
shit.
Okay.
I don't think I can get that good, but I'll roll anyway.
So Riz, you look at this chest, this sarcophagus, like it's a human-sized, like a person could have fit in here. Instead, it's just all money.
I'm beautiful minding this.
You're
Yeah.
like the jar of candy corn.
Yeah.
Like, oh, there's that
Yeah,
many.
You look at it, and it's just like you just immediately know it's like it's 35,247 pieces.
Just comes out of Riz's
That's definitely
mouth.
good.
Yeah.
Definitely that amount.
Definitely 35,247.
In fact, you may have known that when it was slightly open.
Yeah, like when I was trying to get in it with my mage hand.
You
I already
smelled-
knew.
You smelled that amount. You're like, there's 35,247 gold pieces in there.
All right, can you guys start counting?
Done.
Wait, really?
Yeah, that's how much.
Oh,
That
right.
crazy.
wow.
Do the math or whatever that is. Petravian, let's go
Alright.
over here.
I'll split
Yes.
this up. Alright, that should be this much each.
All right,
Ready?
you ready? 3,
Let's-
2,
One for
1.
you.
A 19 for Petravian.
And that's going to be a 12 for
All right.
Vera.
So you guys push that one open,
Nice.
and as you do, again, the light of the torch glints off of a pile of gold in there.
Oh, shit.
Oh my! I think Riz is having just like maybe an orgasm. I don't know. Weird for Kurla and Petravian though. Definitely weird for them. Probably for the other two as well.
Do you need to
Petravian
sit down?
puts his
Are you
hand
okay?
in.
Don't touch it yet, Petravian. Let me count it first.
Are you okay? Would you like a
Let me
moment?
count it. Can I? Do I need to do another appraise check?
Yeah,
for this?
another appraise check, please.
Okay. Come on, baby. 32.
Okay, this one contains 24,118 gold coins.
That much.
Yep.
Not as much as the last one, but pretty good. What's the last one? What's the last one?
What?
There's
It's just-
only
it's
two.
the two.
Two.
Oh, I thought the circles were the things we were
No.
opening.
No,
I'm
no,
sorry.
no.
The
Sorry,
squares
those
are
are pillars
Well,
holding up the room.
But Riz is like, where's more?
Where's the next one?
There's money.
So that is
Money.
that is a grand total of 59,365 gold.
Nice.
So my question is, how are you going to transport this?
Oh,
At least
shit.
we don't. Oh.
Soul still has their fucking bags of holding, don't they?
You already asked that before, I
Yeah,
guess.
I think.
You guys never took that from them.
No.
Oh.
Took that from them.
So
Yeah,
if I'm going to do some quick calculations
That's how that
here,
would've gone.
You never
for
had
sure.
the gold be that, like, weighted. You know that, right? Like, I know about objects. I understand that part.
oh sure, yeah. But when you're
Okay.
dealing with such an absurd amount of gold,
Come on, man.
what? You just going to put it in your pocket?
Yeah,
I have
easy.
a fucking interdimensional cape. Yes, I am.
I mean, I can think of a few things.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, one is Archie. The
Mhm.
other is, let's see, I could
Chiseled.
take out some of these walls.
I mean, Lovette could just teleport and put it in the carriage.
Hmm. I could,
And
if we
walk back.
wanted to burn.
Sounds
some
like you got
cash
some
on it.
plans to take it then.
Jesus
So good.
Christ.
That's what I needed to hear.
Yes, we have plans. Multiple options.
Okay, good. So the total weight on it is, by the way, 1,187 pounds
Okay.
of gold.
Well, I mean, Archie can just carry that in his inventory.
No, yeah, I know. He just needs a sack that's capable of carrying it. But yeah,
Well,
he's
there
got
you
it.
go.
He needs to borrow Petra's sack, and he's fine.
Yep. Alright, Petravian, we're just putting this all in your bag, okay?
I mean, Petravian can carry 1,040 pounds.
Can you, like,
Well,
on your back?
It says
Not-
off ground.
you can lift something that's that far off the ground. You can't walk with it though.
Oh, okay.
Your heaviest load is 520,
520.
I
Yep.
believe.
Your heaviest
Can
load is
Archie?
520. Archie's light load is 1,600. 1,652.
Yeah, Archie's.
I think
kinda-
Archie's good.
Archie's the strongest.
Strunk.
And then we can put it all in the cart and not worry about that end.
Yep, that's fine. You'll have to deal with that as you do, but yeah, basically that is a whole hell of a lot of money. So, do you want to take the time to loot it now, or do you want to continue on?
I mean, if we're putting on... Oh, okay.
Oh, what were we going to say?
Oh, I was just going to say we could just load Archie up, right?
It's true.
Well, that involves Lovette spending a summon spell.
Mhm.
On it.
Oh, that's true.
I wouldn't want to do that until later.
I've got 3 more of those left, so I'm not short on them, but I would like to save them in case we get into more fights.
I mean, basically you can just devote a little bit of time to running this out if you want.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we could always take a day of rest and come back in or something if we wanted to.
That's true.
That's not necessary for me, but if everyone else needs to, that's fine by me.
I mean, I'm not opposed to getting spells back, but I can deal nonetheless.
I've got most of my spells, so I'm certainly okay there.
Yeah, let's load Archie up and just
Okay.
have the gold, just so that we don't lose it.
Sure,
Okay.
then I
Because
will...
we could use this.
Okay,
That's
so
fair.
burn one of your 3 summons left, I guess.
Oh yeah, I'll use one of my Maker's Calls to
Bonk.
bring Archie over here.
So Archie loads up on the gold
Mm-hmm.
and will take that as far as he can, but he's got that as in his inventory now. So he's gonna, do his best with that in his inventory.
So, in all of that gold stuff, there wasn't a key or anything?
You did not notice a key or anything in that, no.
Okay.
If Archie gets poofed again, does Archie lose what's in Archie's inventory?
He hasn't in the past.
Technically, no.
I've avoided asking that question for an entire
Yeah.
campaign.
Don't ask questions you don't want answers to.
Yeah, we haven't been so far, so.
I just don't want to lose all the gold, that's all.
Me
Alright,
either,
so-
that's why I'm keeping my mouth shut.
So what I'll do is I'm actually going to go into the party loot, and I'm going to add that to the gold pieces in the party loot. Is there any objections to that?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
We're splitting it, so...
I mean, if anything, we'd just be putting it in the cart for now and then splitting it amongst ourselves once we're done.
Yeah.
Probably
Okay.
the Larder.
So the party loot now contains a grand total of 79,366 gold.
Damn.
Yep. You guys are getting there. You have almost as much as my character did at level 10.
Damn.
Yeah, my adventuring party way back when. Like, this is a tangent. I'll stop.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You can tell us after.
yeah.
And you could also give us more fucking gold.
I feel
Hey, I
so
wasn't-
gypped in Snake Eyes.
I wasn't the DM in that one. That guy just gave us a lot of money. Okay.
I would like that. God. DM Daddy, as they call you.
Alright. Anyone need to sit down for a second before we keep moving?
I mean, technically, I can keep moving. Or we can rest for the day. Don't know. We can take Ada out of here, go to Vardo, you know.
I have a few more spells I can still use.
Okay.
So it'd be a waste not to at least try to use them.
Alright.
How's everyone else doing?
Vera's gonna start... Riz is gonna start handing out some more rocks to everyone with their arcane mark on it.
Wonderful.
Just in case. Just in case.
Thank you.
Especially you, Petravian. That way you can have distance spell in a way. Am I right?
You're not wrong.
So I'm right. That is what you just said. Yes.
Yes.
There we go! Alright, and we continue onward to the door to exit this place, I'm guessing, unless we want to rest.
Yeah, so we're heading up to the door in the north.
Yep. The
Yes.
door to the north of this room. It is a stone door, and it looks like it has a lock on it.
Alright! I'm gonna cast Knock.
All right. You hear the locking mechanism open on its own, and it is now unlocked.
Do I hear anything at
There
it?
we go.
You listen in, and you do not hear anything.
Alrighty. Alright, we ready? And I start
Let's do
pushing.
this.
Boom.
All right. You open the door, and ahead of you is a twisting hallway that is dark and silent.
Check for traps?
And
Yes.
silent. I don't like how you said silent.
Yeah, I don't like it either. That's why I was like, check for traps. Can we do that?
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
36 and 41.
41 for us, thank God.
Okay.
34 from Kurla.
You detect no traps.
All
The
right.
party snakes its way through this hallway,
Haha.
and you come to another room where there is a sarcophagus,
I
as
know.
well as a door to the north. The
That was the
sarcophagus
other one.
is covered in dried plants.
I use my detect magic.
You detect nothing magical inside.
Check for traps.
So, I know you wanted to get more gold, but I
Yes.
think this one probably isn't gold.
Yeah, I do have a bad feeling about these. But
It
we
was a
can check.
giant's.
Maybe we'd be respectful on this one.
Why? Fuck everything that's in here.
For the evil snake god that was eating other gods.
Exactly.
Yeah, let's get this thing
Well,
out.
yeah, that's true.
Fuck these
this
bitch.
place.
Hell yeah.
Actually, high five.
Yeah, they actually do.
Well, fine. Fuck this shit.
That's more like it.
Oh,
Hell yeah,
I've got it.
motherfucker.
All right, Lovette, you walk up, and this time you don't slide it up. This time you actually you pick the whole giant stone lid up, hold it up over your head, and then just like tuck it in and like gently set it down next to the sarcophagus. It's as if it was made of styrofoam.
I don't see
Okay,
if you
no,
guys are so
seriously?
worried about.
All right. Anyway, inside appears to be bones.
Nothing else?
No, it is a curled up Serpentes mummy that is not animated.
Burn it, Vera.
Smash it.
My hands light up, and I am going to produce flame over this thing.
Yep.
All right. You burn it, and its wrappings catch on fire immediately, and it burns, leaving just some charred bones.
We could have hot those to tuck the light.
Sorry, Ida.
Didn't want to accidentally deal with one that woke up later, you know?
Yeah,
Exactly.
I guess it would really be bad if it came in behind us. Well, we got another door.
I'd also like to take, what would that be? The humerus of all 4 of its arms.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just in case it like gets up like the skeleton,
Oh.
then it doesn't have any arms.
Gotcha. You crazy, fam.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a
Grab
big
4
brain
burnt-
moment there.
4
Big
burnt
brain
bones out of there.
Nice.
Nice.
It's in my,
That is
in
a
my
D&D
inventory now.
moment, is what that is. That is some D&D planning.
Yeah, that's just bullshit.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I have an idea. Instead of using any of my abilities, I'll steal their arms.
Alright, so I'm gonna listen into the next door before we move on to the next room. Sorry,
It's
39.
dusty in this room. All right. You listen in, and you hear nothing in the next room.
Alright, let's keep going.
Ugh.
All right. You open
More
that door,
hallways.
and the hallway again twists around. This time, it opens up into an alcove where there are a number of offering chests with more of that strange mixture of wheat and grains. And then beyond that is another sarcophagus and a door leading to the east.
Roll perception for traps. 23.
Same.
Okay. You see no traps in this room.
Oof.
28 for Riz.
Bump into somebody.
You see no traps in
All
the
good.
room.
Okay. Detect magic sarcophagus.
Yep. Once again, detect magic on the sarcophagus that's at the end of the room.
You detect something magical in the sarcophagus.
Okay, could be the item. For the
Patrick does
key.
a strength test to take the lid off.
Oh, okay.
It's
He's just going for it.
Yeah.
Fucking.
okay.
Oh my
Petravian,
god.
you move forward, and with rippling muscles, you heave and push and slide this thing off ever so slowly but steadily,
I'm backing away.
and it slides off and falls to the side with a loud clatter.
Etro, what the fuck?
Inside is a coiled Serpentes mummy holding a small ball of magic with all 4 of its hands.
Ah, there we go. Riz will
The-
just pull it and pick
Yep,
it
just
up.
pluck it out. Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Once
You
again,
pluck it out,
arms.
and you have the ball in your hand now.
Nice. This is what we needed.
But what is the other door? Where does this go? The
I
last
don't
one
know.
might
We'll
have
just
led
keep
back.
going.
Yeah, let's keep going.
And so we'll get to the door.
Wait, hold up.
Okay.
What were the pictograms that were on the ground in the room?
In which
The
room?
wheat and seed chests?
that we were just in? There's the 3 beetles. Is there anything?
Yeah. Those are coffers that were holding wheat and grain.
Oh, okay. Still.
Yep. It was just a sacrificial chamber, or an offering chamber, rather.
All right. We'll perception the door. Make sure there's nothing on the other side.
Okay.
Or
This
check
appears
to
to have a
see.
lock on it.
I do not have any more knocks, but I had a 30 for perception.
Okay. You listen through and you hear nothing.
Should I open the door the old-fashioned way? Or did you already check if it was locked and I missed it?
It's locked.
Okay, never mind.
It's got a big old thing on it, apparently. Does anyone have lockpicking tools?
Give me 1 sec. Just looking to see what I have in my inventory currently.
I could try to hit it.
Yeah, hit the shit out of it.
Yeah. Break it.
All right. Petravian walks up to the door, spits in each hand, and see what happens.
Oh, with your hands?
Or with spits in each hand, grabs hold of his hammer, and double.
The imagery
Yeah.
I had was that you just grabbed it with your hands and tried to tear it off.
Yeah, I thought you were trying to fold the door.
Oh my god.
All right, so you grab Life's Charge and you start swinging away, and yeah, you're able to batter the door down after enough swings. Luckily, hammers are pretty well designed for this sort of work, so the hammer's reasonably in good shape afterwards, but you blow the door down.
Yay! It was either
Right.
that or the runic overload, which would have been very loud.
You move into the next area and you see an enormously long hallway stretching to the south. It goes more than 60 feet that way. It's also dark.
Well, I mean, most of us can see, and Vera has a torch at least.
That's
Yeah.
true.
But
So,
It stretches beyond 60 feet, so you can't see the edge of it yet.
I'm gonna check for traps.
yeah, let's check for
Okay.
traps
For
and then
traps.
continue on.
It's a 24 for me.
Sorry, Beardy, we just gotta be careful because of the beginning.
No, you're fine. You're absolutely
Okay.
fine.
That's a
Nice,
Hey.
Kurla! Nat
Very
20!
Kurla,
Yes.
you detect a trap.
We were right! We were right!
There appears to be a pressure plate 10 feet to the south of the leading member of the party. And it looks like it would set off some sort of thing that would drop from the ceiling,
Ugh.
because 5 feet to the north of that pressure plate is a spot in the ceiling that looks a little different than the rest of the ceiling. So it looks like it might be like a false ceiling and something would drop down.
Right.
You also notice that the entire hallway is on a very slight incline,
Oh.
or rather decline from this direction.
Fucking Indiana Jones.
So,
yes.
putting 2 and 2 together, you believe that this is a stonefall trap where a boulder would drop down and then roll south.
Thank you, Kurla. Thank you for your nat 20.
Yes.
And you realize that would have done an enormous amount of damage had that hit anyone.
Well, Kurla communicates this to the rest of the party in terse terms, but maybe with a little bit proud of themselves.
So, should we just activate it then and get so it doesn't hit us by accident?
But it may wedge at the end of the hallway.
That's true. How big is this plate? Could we get around it reasonably?
Yeah, you could probably try to jump over it. Sure, it's only it's only 1 square.
Okay, so it's
I mean,
5
Vera
feet.
can just float over it.
Yeah,
You want to try
if
that?
you could make a 5-foot jump, you could make it across.
Oh, fuck.
Do we have to do anything to make a 5-foot jump? I don't remember how that works in Pathfinder.
It's an acrobatics check, but it's super easy.
You say that.
You say that.
You
I do
say that.
Let's just activate it. That way we aren't in danger.
I'm with
I
I
Vera.
can get rid of it.
Block the end.
I can deal with it.
It would be a DC 5 acrobatics.
Just for edification, I have a -7 to my acrobatics.
So yeah, no acrobatics. Right?
Okay.
I have a +3, and I'm just so nervous about that. I'm so used to Soul's like really nice acrobatics, and I've been like, we haven't had to use that at
A
all.
+3 means that only a nat 1 would fail.
But you know, there's a possibility.
Just saying.
-7.
So we're activating it, right?
Yes.
All right. What are we going to activate it with?
Because I can just destroy it with one of my stones if we need to.
No, let's try that. Okay.
The actual just thing. I meant the stone when it falls down.
Oh, okay. Okay, the sarcophagus lid. How heavy is that?
Nice.
It's very heavy.
How sturdy is it?
It's pretty sturdy.
If I was to say have Petravian smash in the middle, would it half it? Is it thin enough that that would happen? Or like maybe even like 2 hits 2 or 3 hits?
Yes. Yeah, you could chop it up if you needed to.
Alright, so
That gives me an idea. The lid to the sarcophagus, what if we use that as a bridge?
it would activate the thing, wouldn't it?
I don't know.
And also,
I don't see how
I
it would
think
if we
it
place
would
it down
hit the
correctly.
pressure plate.
I mean, a pressure plate won't, like, if we laid it, if it's longer than the pressure plate and we laid it across so that it was on both sides and never pressing in the middle only, then it shouldn't go off.
Well, it's only 10 feet long, and the square is 5 feet big.
Right. So we've got, literally
we
half of it
couldn't
won't
bridge it.
No, absolutely could bridge it then, because it's twice as long. As long as it's the same size, as long as it's bigger. If it was 6 feet long and the space was 5 feet, then it would be enough.
All right.
what kind of pressure plate does this look like, by the way?
It's a raised pressure plate that's only raised about, say, 1/8 of an inch high above the rest of the floor. So if you tried to lay
see.
something over top of it, it would press it down.
Okay.
All right. Let's go with Kyle's plan then.
So Vera has Petravian go over to the other room. Petravian, can you hit right here, here, and here?
Of course.
We're gonna see if we can break this in half.
You got it.
All right. After raining blows down on this thing, it is broken into smaller chunks that you can manipulate easier.
All right, everybody, out of the way.
All right.
Petravian, help me out. And we're gonna both carry this, and then we're going to
Throw it
heave-ho it into it.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right. So you heave and you throw this thing onto the pressure plate and stay back. And as you do, an enormous boulder drops down from the ceiling and then rolls with extreme speed down to the southern end of the room.
So much so that we didn't even see it.
Wow, look at it go.
Well, tiles don't really move the same way, but
I
that's
saw it.
Oh, gotcha. No, it's like it appeared and then it disappeared. Like that's how fast it was.
So it rolls to the south, and then you hear an enormous clash as it wedges into the hallway.
Could,
All right.
could we take a jump to Ida, and can she hear that?
Yeah, in another room, Dr. Ada is reading over some parchments. There's an enormously loud thunderclap of stone on stone, and she doesn't even look up. She just keeps reading.
That's what I'm talking about, girl.
All right.
Anyway, cut back, and the party is now standing at the north end of this long hallway, and you think that the trap has been disarmed.
I do think that.
All right. I'm still going to be cautious and try to get over it nonetheless, just so I don't hit it again.
So here's a question: is the plate still on it? Is the sarcophagus lid still on it, or did it just hit it and then fall off to the side?
Well, the boulder would have smashed it as it rolled down.
That's true.
The boulder's crushed part of it and pushed the other part of it forward, so it's the sarcophagus lid is gone.
Want to try again?
I mean, there is another half.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So we heave the other half of it onto the plate just to make sure it's not like a resetting thing.
There's another boulder. There's just dozens of boulders.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just curious. I want to see.
Yeah, it's a magical trap. It summons a boulder, actually. It summons a boulder from the plane of boulders.
We just realized too late when the entire hall is just filled with boulders. And we're like, no.
Yeah.
Oh, I
So
can
you-
explode those. It's fine.
So you throw the other half of the sarcophagus onto the pressure plate, and nothing happens.
All right. Very good.
All right. So we're gonna go down this hallway, I assume. Vera's going to actually take the back at the moment,
Okay.
just in case a boulder comes at us.
I'm still going to try to avoid stepping on that plate nonetheless.
Should we do another perception check since we're 60 feet down?
Sure. Let's do another. Do some more trap.
31 for Riz.
That's 27 for Vera.
26 for that.
Okay. You detect no traps.
That was an 8. Oh, beg your pardon. That was a 26 from Kurla.
18 for Petravian.
All right. You detect no more traps, and you get to the bottom of this hallway all the way to the south, and sure enough, that boulder has wedged itself into the hallway, blocking your progress.
All right. Riz is going to put one of their rocks down, back everyone up, and then I will cast Runic Overload.
Okay, go ahead and cast Runic Overload, and we'll see what happens.
Fire the hole!
All right.
Wait, did you
go
put
ahead
a...
and roll...
No, just a quick question. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, did you put a stone in it? Is that what you did, or?
I put a stone next to it.
would you be able to bless this stone?
I could just put a rune on the stone, technically, because it just has to be a rune on an object.
Yeah, so do you have, what is it, Arcane Mark?
I do. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do Arcane Mark today.
It's a cantrip, right?
Yeah, that's a cantrip, so I can do that as many times as I want. Yep, just
Yeah.
Arcane Mark it, step back, bam!
Okay. What do you want the Arcane Mark to say?
It's one that Riz kind of made of them for themselves, because they were inspired by all the god symbols, so they have, like, their own signature rune.
It's one that you made in middle school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
the
already joked
S.
that it was the S symbol.
It's the
Yeah,
S,
that
yeah.
joke at the
Right.
beginning of the season. Come
Yeah.
on, guys.
Yeah. Okay. So you put that S symbol on the stone.
Fuck you.
All right, so you put your Riz symbol on there, and you cast Runic Overload. Go ahead and roll. Oh no, it already did roll. Sorry,
Yeah.
42 sonic damage.
Yep.
So it vaporizes the boulder.
Yeah.
Yeah!
It's sonic damage, of course it would.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, then we're gonna keep going.
It's way past
Doot,
cool.
doot, doot.
Very good. Very good.
Exactly.
All right. You head to the end of that hallway, and then it turns to the east. There is a channel where blood is flowing about
Yeah.
20 feet ahead of you. It looks like this is coming in from the room to the south.
Nasty.
It's flowing slowly to the north. And then at the end of this hallway, the hallway turns, and it's a T intersection. To the right appears to be that magic barrier, and to the left is another hallway that you can't see down yet.
Alright.
It's an open
so
passage to the left.
We'll just perception check this hallway at least.
Okay.
Make sure there aren't any traps. And 40 perception. That's nice. And then I assume we'll avoid the blood on the
Yeah,
ground.
you can step over it.
Because that nasty.
That's nasty.
Yeah, it's only about 1.5 feet wide channel,
Okay,
so
good.
you can easily step over it.
Can someone help me a class?
All
So.
right, so
all
you
good?
head to the you make it
Okay.
past that, and you make it all the way to the end. There is a magic barrier immediately to your south, and then there is a door immediately to your north.
Alright, so I'd like to undo the magic barrier with my circle magic device that I took from the sarcophagus.
Alrighty, you use that device and you unmake the wall there. So the barrier disappears, and you can now see down into that large circular room where there's that platform you were fighting on earlier.
Wow, I can see us.
No, don't
Oh.
go in there.
That's what the back of my
Alright.
head looks like.
Watch out for the boulder!
So, let's check this door and see if there's anything on the other side.
Yep.
And then
Yo.
we'll keep on going. 25 for my perception. Who else
You
is
listen
doing it?
in and you hear nothing on the other side of the door.
Let's fucking go, bitches.
All right.
Patrol.
Let's go.
Oof.
Ooh.
I don't like this one.
Ooh.
You open the final door into a massive room that contains a golden sarcophagus. There are pillars on the edges of the room, and in front of the golden sarcophagus is an enormous basin with strange liquid in it. There are offerings and coffers all around the room. This appears to be the larder itself. The repository of divine energy must be in here.
Vera, I think this basin. I think we found the power.
Like Vera, like visibly swallows. Just like, be careful in here, I guess.
Yeah. And once we know it's safe, let's get that to the,
We'll
What
get to the
item did
hive.
you bring?
Hmm?
What item did you bring to reinvigorate?
I have all of them.
You have all of them. Okay. Other than your necklace.
I don't know if that happens here or if it happens at the hive. Who knows?
I think you have to recharge the item. Okay.
Don't know. Literally don't know.
So, you guys see this massive room ahead of you. There is a golden sarcophagus, a basin in front of it, coffers behind it, and bright, brilliant gold light coming from the basin and the sarcophagus.
I'd like to make a perception check just to see if I can see anything out of the ordinary.
Sure.
Oh, it's going to be a 31.
You can feel waves of energy coming off of whatever's north of you. It's
Alright.
that the power coming off of it is palpable. It causes your hair to stand up.
I'm gonna be proactive and get Archie here now.
Okay. You use Maker's Call, and Archie appears in the room.
I am likewise going to call Chisel.
Jizzle.
Okay.
Jizzle!
Get over here.
Jizzle!
Hey, Jizzle.
Jesus
Hey.
Christ!
Alright, All right. So Chisel and Archie appear in the room.
Right, we ready?
Just be wary.
This is a very interesting room.
Isn't it? I'm glad you didn't get to miss this at least as well. Crazy.
I feel like I have missed quite a bit.
I know.
Is everyone doing all right?
We're
Yeah.
fine, Archie. Just be on alert, okay?
Is this the divine energy?
We don't know yet. Let's let Vera do her thing.
Oh, very well.
Yeah, so Vera's going to approach. Both hands are on the scythe right now, like just prepared. And I'm going to activate my Detect Magic with the eye.
Okay. The Detect Magic function activates, and you can see this just solar flare level of energy ahead of you. Like, this is a font of divine power that is just overloads your eye. Like, you have to close your eye when you do that. Like, it's so much that it hurts.
Yeah. So I turn it off, like, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, this is the thing, and I'm just going to start moving faster and faster towards this thing. Like, first it starts out, they slow, like, step forward until I'm, like, walking to slow sprint
Okay.
towards it.
And
Okay.
I think I'm trying to... At least Riz is trying to back you up and just... Not exactly watching where you're going, but watching past where you're going to throw a rock or something. I don't have a lot of spells left, okay?
So, Vera, you rush up to this basin, and it looks like the water in it is glowing white. It's the craziest thing.
Don't drink it.
So is this the thing that was shining, or is it in the sarcophagus that was shining?
Both the sarcophagus and this are light sources.
Okay. Could I do a check to see if I can figure out what this liquid is?
Sure.
Ooh. What check?
Knowledge, religion.
Knowledge religion?
I'd like to get in on
Oh,
that.
the Riz.
Yep, I'm coming. I'm coming in on the back. 24. That was the shittiest fucking roll I could have done for
I'm gonna
religion.
try.
Yeah, go for it if you have a good one.
We'll see.
Please.
Nope.
Okay.
Yep, you're the best.
I am
12.
the best, Kyle. You're right.
I feel like
are the
Kurla
best.
will give it a shot as well, just looking at it, and
All right.
that's 17 from Kurla.
Okay. You believe that this is pure divine energy.
This, Vera, is pure divine energy. No idea how the fuck it got here, but I think this is your ticket.
Well, what do I do with it? I take out both the crown and the ring.
Place it in there.
I'm just...
Can't be that simple, can it?
I don't know.
I mean, we had a lot of fights to get here.
I say put it in the basin. See what happens.
I look at the two items, and then I grasp Mellifera's sting. Melly, you there? Can you hear me at all?
Yes.
How can I get more of this divine energy into the items? Will they absorb it?
They should.
Okay. So Vera's going to take both of these things and dunk them into the font.
Okay. As you place them into this liquid, the liquid itself seems to dissipate. Like the level of liquid in this basin goes down, and it's almost as if the items themselves are drinking it.
Riz is eyeing the liquid with an odd expression.
Petra's eyeing the sarcophagus.
Do you want to leave the items in and let them drink their fill?
Yes.
Okay. So the liquid drains lower and lower and lower, and eventually is completely gone into these two items. The two items now are shimmering with power.
You can see Vera is like full on smiling and breathing heavily. Just kind of shaking, just having done what she's been trying to do this whole time.
You did good, Vera.
We did it. Let's get out of here before things go wrong.
But what's in the sarcophagus?
Riz's upper lip has been kind of wiggling a little bit as they've been flicking their eyes back and forth between the holy liquid and this giant golden sarcophagus. You don't think Petravian... I mean, you don't think Archie could carry that, do you?
He's a strong boy, but I think that's not fair to him.
So, once again, with the Detect Magic, is the entire thing still in the sarcophagus just insanely bright? The entire
The
thing?
sarcophagus is not glowing anymore. It looks like the light was just bouncing off of the polished gold.
Oh, that's funny.
And you don't detect any magic inside the sarcophagus. You do detect magic to the north of it, though.
Oh.
Inside the little chest
arc?
up here.
Yeah, there's a chest in the north part of the room.
I thought that was a bed.
Is it a chest or is it an arc?
It is a coffer.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Yeah.
Well, we could always dispel magic. Well, is it a curse or is it magic?
It might be a little
What's
higher.
the family? What's the family of magic? Because we can
Oh,
do that when we stare at it for a while.
So it's enchantment.
Enchantment.
Oh.
What do you mean?
No, well, enchantment can be.
Well, it could be a cool item.
Or it could be like
A fucking
aggro everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it could just be a nuke when you open it. It's a mega spell.
We could just take it out and open it later.
Wait a minute, enchantment?
Yeah.
Isn't Petravian better at going against enchantments?
Yes.
Hey, Petravian.
We got another job for you.
Oh, fuck. I can
You've been
be.
so helpful and
I'm.
important.
Oh, okay.
Step
boy.
one up right here.
Oh,
Come one, come all to the circus, you know.
All right. Oh boy. So, Petravian's like, oh.
So why is Petravian better at enchantments? This is just a
It has to
player
do with
thing.
the whole mercy things. I can break things like shaken, poisoned, diseased, and sorcelled.
No. I believe you have a literal thing from being a paladin or something where charm doesn't work on your stuff or something like that, right?
Standby ones. I don't know that off the
I
top of my
believe
head.
charm is illusion. Not
Oh, is it?
enchantment. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If it was charm, I could counter spell it with my own spell.
Well, then I might be wrong then.
At level 8, Paladin is immune to charm spells and spell-like abilities.
But that's not enchantment?
Yeah. Well, I don't
Oh, yeah,
believe
there's
so.
enchantments.
Oh, it is. Okay.
But not all enchantments, it's charm spells.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I could be prepared to ante that, but actually, do you mind, Beardy, if I just use a fate point
Mm-hmm.
to just predict what's in this box?
I mean...
Can I ask for a fortune for myself?
Wait, why don't we sentence Petravian and then you can tell his fortune before
Yeah.
he goes?
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Petravian, you're going to open this. Give me your hand and let me tell you your fate.
Oh, okay. Oh boy. Yes, I'm going to go open that. So,
I'll
What's gonna
take
happen?
3 points. Alright. 3 fate points to get a fortune on what the fuck is up with that shit.
Okay. You use 3 fate points, and your 3 fate points, they grant you the insight to know that there are 3 items in
Okay.
that coffer.
ooh, okay. So Petravian psychs himself up.
And right now, Vera is kind of has her arms around the 2 items that were just enchanted, like
Yeah.
protecting like a baby.
Yeah, they're buzzing with power.
And Rizzle, Petravian in your hand that they grabbed for that fortune, on the other side with one of their palms facing yours, they handed you another rock and they'll kiss your hand and be like, alright, go get them, tiger. Get it? Because you kind of have stripes with your little veins.
Yeah, I like that. That was good. I like that.
Yeah.
So you know that scene in Indiana Jones when he's trying in the first one he's trying to get the idol off the top and switch it with a bag of sand. That's pretty much the situation. So
Okay.
Petravian's is right in front of the ark, the coffer up there.
I'm ready to blast.
Takes a really deep breath, places his hands on top. Malevolent, save me, and opens the lid.
All right, you open the lid, and inside are 3 very carefully laid out items. One is a set of pauldrons.
Ooh.
Let's see if I have a physical description here. They are constructed of mithril and bear of the embossed device of vipers coiled defensively.
Ooh.
So it's extremely valuable looking. The next item laid below that is a set of armor. A beautifully crafted set of leather armor done up to look like snake scales. And then below that is a belt that appears to be, it's a scaled belt that looks like it could have been made from a snake skin that clasps its own, like its clasp is actually biting its own tail. So like the head bites the tail.
its own self.
Clasp. Yeah, so it sort of forms an Ouroboros around you.
That's fucking groovy.
Yeah, so 3
Very
snake-themed
cool.
items in the chest.
Is the chest made of gold, or is it just a chest?
It's just a chest.
Okay.
Take the Shenron.
We could take the chest if we take anything. I still have a bad feeling about these. I feel like these are calced.
Yeah, Petravian, rather than picking up the items, he will just close the lid and pick up the chest and walk it back to the party.
Okay, I mean, it is a stone coffer, so it's pretty heavy, but yeah.
He hobbles over to us with it.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Should we?
You're not going to be able to fight carrying this thing, but yeah, you hobble it back over. So you've got this
What?
3 items. What?
Yeah, because we killed everything, right?
Right?
Yeah.
No. Bitch! I'll fight you.
We're
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
a fucking
so-
Star Wars meme right now. Because it killed everything, right? Because we killed everything, right?
Right? We killed
So-
everything.
Yeah, so Petravian hobbles back down to the south side of the room, carrying this box. There's still a sarcophagus made of gold in the center of the room.
Petravian places
Try
it down.
to come back for it?
Well, first,
Like-
Petravian places the chest down in front of y'all, in front of the magic wielders, and he says, "Y'all who know how to identify stuff, you might want to look at what's inside here."
Let's go, Lovette!
Dr. Cyan might be interested as well.
That's very true.
Vera looks in it. I hate all of it.
Yeah, but we can sell it, and if it's cursed, fuck them.
We might be able to sell it for a profit, knowing it's cows to the doctor. She might still want it.
True. That's true.
I can remove a curse.
So
She
can
might
I,
not want you to
Petravian.
do that. That kind of could ruin its archaeological value.
Alright, so Lovette, you have got a 30 on your spellcraft. Do you want to identify the pauldrons, the belt, or the armor?
I was going left to right, so I guess the pauldrons first.
The pauldrons. Okay. These are pauldrons of the serpent. What they do is, when worn, they grant the wearer a +2 dodge bonus to their AC versus attacks of opportunity, and they increase the wearer's CMD by 2 versus bull rush, grapple, repositioning attempts, and trip combat maneuvers. So it doesn't do a whole hell of a lot, but it does something.
They seem pretty not cows.
Alright. 39 for the... Oh.
Holy
Fuck.
shit.
Lovette, you do it. Do the outfit. Fuck.
Sorry.
Jesus Christ, that was amazing. No, don't be sorry for that. That's awesome.
Oh, thanks.
I didn't mean this.
Do you want to identify the belt or the armor?
We'll go with the armor.
The armor. Okay. This is, like I said, a beautifully crafted set of leather armor done up to look like snake scales. It offers unparalleled mobility and increases the wearer's natural armor.
Oh.
So it's real nice. It has a +3 natural AC when worn, as well as being a +3 leather armor.
Oh my god.
Damn.
So it's +3 leather armor with +3 natural AC on it,
That's insane.
and then there's a belt as well.
Alright, the 39 for the belt?
Oh, the 39 for the belt? Okay.
Yeah, because I haven't
Yep.
been able to put it on
Okay.
anything.
You got it. So this is a belt of the serpent. Are you noticing a theme?
What? No.
So pauldron of the serpent, belt of the serpent, armor of the serpent. The belt grants a +4 bonus versus saves against poison, and a +2 bonus on all escape artist checks. In addition, once per day on command, the belt can be animated as if a venomous snake or constrictor snake that obeys the animator's spoken commands for up to 1 hour per day. If it is slain or moves more than 100 feet from the animator, it turns back into a belt.
That sounds awesome.
What a fun trinket.
Mm-hmm. So, really awesome leather armor, pretty cool belt, pretty cool pauldrons.
Pretty sure I can't wear leather armor. Fuck.
You guys noticed all the snake stuff around here? I'm starting to wonder if there's a theme.
Well, you think there's a theme?
It's all garbage.
And it's
Or is
probably
it just
worth
wink
money.
at you, Vera? That's true. Kurla, can you wear leather armor?
In theory, yes, but I think I prefer what I've got already.
Alright, then stat-wise, that helped.
Maybe.
Breaking the fourth wall, I'm sorry.
All right. So the only thing
take
left
it
you
out.
haven't checked out in the room is going to be that sarcophagus in the middle.
It's so tempting, but I feel like it's like one of those things,
Like
you know?
it's there because like, oh, look at me, I'm gold and all that shit.
Yeah.
Gold and shiny and right in the middle of the room.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
But it's
I
working.
regret not opening it.
Sparkles and shimmers,
More.
it shines into lights. I must have it for my nest.
Like let's be honest. This thing is getting opened.
Yeah, I just don't know if it's happening today or tomorrow.
Oh,
Well, we can always just take a nap in the Vardo, like, overnight.
with the dragon.
Flying overhead.
Assuming my horses haven't been eaten already.
Yeah, but Archie has all the gold. Petravian has that container. Like, as long as we put it all at the end of the room so that we can still leave at the end of the day with everything, that's fine. I'm just saying Archie's holding a heavy weight.
Yeah.
Petravian's holding a heavy weight. Let's put that at the back of the room, like where we're going to leave, and then open it.
Archie's weight is he's not even still at
no,
light with all that.
I'm actually wondering why we're taking that out.
Just so in case something bad happens.
Oh, they
we-
can't attack with the gold?
Well,
Archie can't?
I don't know about Archie. Because
Petravian already dropped the chest.
he's holding a bag. So I thought that was an issue of, like, fighting.
No, he's fine.
He's fine? Okay. Petravian needs to drop the chest at
He
the end
already
of the rooms, though.
Okay.
At the end of the room.
Okay.
Sure. So,
Alright. We're gonna poke the bee's nest.
Okay.
I guess, right? Is that what
So-
we're agreeing on?
Like, right, everybody?
We're
Yeah.
gonna...
Yeah.
Are we gonna do this?
Oh,
Yes.
We can't
Alright.
come this far and not.
Before you
Everyone
all
has
do
their
that,
rocks.
I'm going to cast Rejuvenate Eidolon Lesser one more time, give Archie a little more HP before something bad happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. 1d10 plus 5?
So 13.
13. Cool. Alright, Archie's healed for 13 hit points.
Okay. I'm ready.
Yeah, while this is opening, Vera's going to be ready at one of the corners,
Mm-hmm.
like kind of by chisel, preparing
Okay.
a spell just in case.
Yeah.
Preparing to cast a spell, not like currently casting it.
I've got my rocks. Everyone's got
Yeah, we got
rocks.
rocks.
We all got rocks,
You
kids,
stay
right?
near Archie, then you got AC bonus.
Okay.
Okay. Who's opening
That would
the
be me.
casket?
Alright. So, Petravian, you put
Alright,
some muscle
Petravian.
behind that and you shove, and it slides off surprisingly easy. And it lands with, pretty loud clang on the other side. And inside, it is filled with various coins. Lots and lots of coins.
Hey.
This is it's a mix of gold, silver, and copper. Could I get an appraise check?
Okay.
I will
Yes, empty your
physically
coffers.
hold Riz from back from leaping in there or anything if they look too fucking.
40.
Alright.
My God.
Alright. Riz, inside this sarcophagus
Mm-hmm.
is 128,624 copper,
Uh-huh. I thought that you were telling me that was the total. just-
53,442 silver, and 26,215 gold.
Holy shit.
So that
Any platinum?
So that puts your total
Okay.
value in the party loot up to 105,581 gold,
Oh, fuck.
53,449 silver, and 128,625 copper.
As you reach for the coins, you hear a voice say, "Touch nothing but the lamp."
All right.
Do you think we can take the lid too?
Breathe, breathe, breathe.
If you carry the lid out, you think the lid might be worth another 5,000 gold.
Okay.
Fuck yeah!
How are we getting
Big
there?
robot.
I don't care.
Yeah. Archie could probably carry it out.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel
Hell
really
yeah.
You have to
weird
get
about
across.
this, but Seth's kind of a dick, so I guess
Well,
Okay.
I mean, we have the maker's call thing.
I'm gonna add it into the party loot as gold slab, and I'm gonna put price on it.
Thanks,
is
DM Daddy.
5,000 gold.
Damn.
There we go.
Holy cow.
All right.
That's just an obscene amount of money.
So there you go.
Oh, no, it's not. I need to buy the wind, guys.
Okay.
Shit.
So, what now?
I'm gonna go back to get the doctor.
We leave?
Oh, we're gonna
let her
Yeah,
know that the
exactly.
path
Yeah.
is clear.
Yeah, we
Okay.
go.
Excellent.
Except for
Okay.
one
Mhm.
area.
So you go back and
Yeah.
find Dr. Ada. You tell her that everything is clear. She follows you back around to the final room, and she is just beside herself by seeing this place. She goes, she like touches the basin where the white liquid used to be. She touches the sarcophagus. She goes around and she's just looking at everything and taking notes. So she doesn't really say all that much to you guys. She's just busily doing her job.
Okay. And we promised to protect her, so we
Mhm.
have to wait until she's done with everything. Chris is looking over at Vera's new enchanted god power
Yeah.
get up.
So Vera's probably sitting.
Yes.
Are these columns, or are these just?
I think the sides are columns.
planters?
They're columns.
Yeah. So Vera's probably just sitting down, back against one of them, just holding these things.
In my mind, I'm like, hey,
Close
you
to
want
them.
to put them on now, just in case, you know?
I wonder if Vera's just gonna, tonight, go just back to the temple and just do the ceremony.
I think I need to at least clear out the hide first beforehand, so that they don't.
Stolen again?
Get-
Oh, gotcha.
Murdered.
Get, like, warding going.
But also, it would be safer if I had people there. So
That's true.
All right, so some time passes, and Dr. Ada is going to go through, make notes on all sorts of things, take rubbings of inscriptions, just generally get a sense of the entire place. And then she'll turn, take a breath, and then say that she's ready.
Alright, let's get you out of here and back home, yes?
Yes.
Was it worthwhile? Did you get everything you needed? Do you learn anything new?
Yes. I'm going to have to do a lot of translations, but yes.
That's good.
Could be fun.
Oh.
This is going to be at least a few years of analysis work after this.
Yeah, lots of fun.
All right, so do you want to head out?
Well, there's one thing I wanted to do. Give me a second.
Oh, sure.
So Riz is actually gonna go over her shoulder and look at the inscriptions. Can I read them?
Not really.
Really?
No, not really.
This perplexes them.
it's all wingdings.
Even I
Yeah,
can't
it's all
understand
wingdings to you.
this. Oh, we'll safely head back then.
You just see a
Alright.
bunch of those squares of not having the correct image for the pictographs.
Exactly.
It's like, it's all squares, I don't understand.
All right. So we will make our way back.
Get the fuck out of there. Is my horse still there?
All right, you head outside, and yeah, horse is still there.
Okay.
Are my horses still there?
That is
Yeah.
a good question.
Yeah, everything is still where you left it.
Is that dune off in the far back where we woke up this morning gone, or is it still there?
It's gone still.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, let's get back to Hasisi, am I right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I love.
Yeah.
You got that taken care of.
And we put all the gold in the Vardo.
Gold.
You hear a gravelly voice that seems to rumble and speak through the very sand itself.
Oh, shit. No, don't make me do that.
You have to pay off a dragon. You have to pay off the fucking dragon. God damn it. What does it say, Beardy?
It says.
guys.
Let me just test the
Well,
voice
hi,
real quick.
guys.
1 second.
Yes,
Hey.
give me your money. I'm gonna
Test.
swear I'll shoot.
Test.
Can we just give him the slab? Can we just give him the slab
Test.
and be like, here you go,
Put
buddy, let's
on
go.
the slab. That's what we're gonna say.
Yes. Yes, you do.
You seem to have some late
Oh,
fees
God.
on some of your books.
Those can get pretty costly, don't you know?
Okay, I'm back.
I'm gonna cry. I'm actually gonna cry. I'm so sad.
Why are you sad?
Because I don't want to give money. I don't want any chance of having to get away money. I'm so scared.
It's alright. If it's a dragon or whatever, we'll kick its ass. And if it's a god, then we'll die.
Alright, Beardy. Sock it to me.
All right. How many fate points do you have?
I think I have 4 left or 5.
Okay.
I
Not
have 5 left.
Not enough. Okay.
Fuck you. for the perfect insight. Is that what you're asking about? Yeah, that's 8. I would have been nowhere close to that from the beginning of the session. I was already at 7 when we got here.
Those who have tread in my territory, you must pay the price for passage.
Riz just stops as they're shoving the fucking top tier casket thing into their Vardo. What was that voice, everyone? Is Archibald pulling a prank on us?
What?
Please tell me Archie's pulling a prank on us.
It would be a
Please.
You hear the voice again emanate up through the sand under you.
Under me?
Yeah, it's coming up from the ground beneath you.
I don't have good charisma. Does anyone?
Those who have trespassed in my territory must pay for the privilege, or pay with their lives.
And what's the fee?
Gold will do nicely.
My dear friend, I have a request of you if you do not mind.
I do mind. You are not a guest in my land. You are an intruder. A trespasser.
We had no idea that we were intruding to begin with. We will pay the fee.
Did you let us through to get the gold?
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Wow.
You guys ready for a boss fight?
I'm gonna take a walk.
All right.
Let's take a break, everyone.
Alright, you hear that voice rise up from the sand underneath you again.
Perhaps if you were to leave that beautiful piece of solid gold, we could call it a fair trade.
You know what? Yeah, it's really more your style anyways. So Riz is just already starting to take it out. You know what? This is all yours. So sorry we intruded. Then no. And they just lay it down on the ground once they get it back out of the Vardo.
Alright, you set it on the sand, and as soon as it touches the sand, it sinks beneath it, as if something sucked it under.
Oh.
There you go. See, you don't have to carry the big golden slab anymore.
Is it to your liking, my friend?
We are not friends,
Yep, got it.
and it will do.
Alright.
Get out of my land before I change my mind.
Yep, you got it. Let's get out of here. And Riz is just gonna yah their horse, like, grab Kurla, put them on the front seat, and just move horse, and just hope that the others are following.
Alright, so is anyone else going to do anything, or are you going to hop on your vehicles and get the fuck out?
I'm pretty sure we are just fucking booking it out of here.
Audi
Oh, yeah.
500.
Alright, so you guys get on your vehicles, on your wagons, and you start heading back east out of the Shimmering Dunes, back to the city of Hisisi. And as you head out that direction and leave the desert, that is where we will fade to black. Thanks for listening. Special thanks to William Succi and Andreas Pichler for the intro and outro themes. And as always, Emily Roll for Fantasy for this episode's soundtrack. Interested in following us on social media? Follow us on Twitter at CheckPleaseDND. Or want to support the podcast and be part of the Czech Republic? Go to our Patreon under the Czech Republic. Until next time.